is a signal to the world that we are open for business.
We are now open for business. This is Cesar Vallejos bringing you yet another episode to guide you in discovering your passion and growing your business as we learn from experts in the field. Sama-sama tayong matuto sa isa na namang makabuluhang usapan tungo sa pagpapaunlad ng inyong negosyo, ang Open for Business. Mapapanood nyo yan sa Facebook, sa YouTube. Siguraduhin mag-like at mag-subscribe sa aming social media page at Net25 TV. Alamin natin, suriin mula sa mga negosyante, thought leaders at mga personalidad sa iba't ibang larangan ang mga strategies, trends at mahalagang karanasan sa pagninegosyo dahil tayo ay open for business. It's not all roses when you move to the US to pursue your American dream. One of the very first things you have to do is to know how to file and pay taxes. To help you get a glimpse on the nitty-gritty of U.S. taxation is Christopher Waikoko, CEO and founder of Waiko Tax LLC, who's been helping countless Filipinos as well as small and medium businesses navigate the complex world of U.S. taxes. Get a few tips on how to manage finances and even increase your income stream wherever you may be, as we are now open for business. Many Filipinos, driven by both ambition and hardships, would prefer to be immigrants in search of greener pastures. In 2021, nearly 1 in 7 immigrants to the U.S. from Asia are from the Philippines. It's easy to say that the U.S. is one of the most popular countries that our fellow Filipinos move for a better life. One such immigrant joins us tonight. In 2010, he himself moved to the U.S. to further his career. 5 years later, he established his own company in Texas, USA, specializing in cloud-based virtual tax bookkeeping called Waiko Tax LLC. However, beyond his wealth of knowledge in managing financial records and aiding businesses with their accounting and taxation needs, he stands out as an advocate of financial literacy, passionately educating and empowering others to achieve financial stability. Drawing from his own life experience, his journey into the realm of entrepreneurship reflects a unique blend of compassion, strategic thinking, and dedication. Please welcome Christopher Waikoko, founder and CEO of Waiko Tax LLC. How are you, Chris?
Mabuti naman. Kamusta?
Pakahaba ng aking introduction sa'yo at napaka-stellar. Pero my basic question is, bakit ka rin naman nagpunta sa Estados Unidos? Talagang gusto mo bang doon mag-aral, magtayo ng kumpanya? What's your story?
When I was 14 years old, my twin brother was diagnosed with schizophrenia. During that time, I realized that life is harder, but it gets harder when you cannot provide financially. And my mom and my dad, since they were working in the hospital, I really had to help them financially through selling. So that's why I've been selling door to door.
What were you selling then?
I've been selling prepaid cards, mga cell phone, whatever you can find na mabenta. I do that because yung medication of my brother is like 2 to 3 times the salary of my mom and my dad combined.
Wow.
But then because of that, even though I love the passion of having my own income through selling, they still told me that I need to pursue my career in nursing. Kasi my mom and my dad, they both work in the hospital. Then yun, tinapos natin yung Bachelor's of Science Nursing with full scholarship while we're selling also in the university, then sa province natin. Then on 2010, I got my visa. It's an immigrant visa kasi the fastest way on top of any other profession to get in the US is being a nurse. Even though you're accounting or doctor or judge, they don't give you a green card. So I said, okay, what the deal with my parents, I'm gonna finish my degree, Bachelor's of Science Nursing, but once I get my green card in the US, I'm on my own. I will do my true calling is to have my own company. So that's why I got my green card in 2010, and I did nursing as part-time to finish the contract, but I did do door-to-door. 3 years that I didn't have my own car, kasi I tried to save to send money to the Philippines for the rehab of my twin brother kasi siya yung inspiration. Then I met an accountant on 2010 December, and that's the time that it already have a transition from healthcare now more on the finance on 2010.
Wow, you have a very interesting story, but it was somehow mandated that you take nursing. But you're passionate in selling, pero baka nga it was not necessarily your passion because you wanted to support your brother. You given the choice, what would have been your course or your education?
My first option is Bachelor's of Science in Accountancy. But then when during the time practicality really comes to the front in terms of your passion. So sabi ko naman, I can pursue my passion pag nasa US na ko, but I cannot be in the US if I'm not in a Bachelor's of Science in Nursing.
Yes.
That's why there are things that you have to do short term and able to have a long term plan. So sabi ko nga, when you have it's in you, in your heart, in your blood, in your soul, you will find a way to get there. No matter what you finish. And Sirvi, we know naman the fact that everybody that finished college, they did not end what they have to do because there's always a pursuit of happiness. And we only have one life to live.
Yes.
And that's why when you get there, you will do it tirelessly. You will do it all your heart just to be where you want. And you don't want to live your life with regrets.
Wow, that's a lot of insights already, Chris. And I hope your brother is okay. He's doing fine.
Yes, actually, the reason why I go here every year is to visit him. Thank God, 8 years na siya sa National Center for Mental Health. When we talk about advocacy, one of the things that we also promoting and we are going to conduct annual mental health symposium in Dallas, Texas. This is a global. Kasi proceeds of the money will be donated to National Center for Mental Health and also Mental Health America. So why are we doing the advocacy for mental health? Because as a business, also as CEO, like what your position, we encounter certain stress. And it's okay not to be okay. That's the reason why we're creating a mental health symposium awareness that you are not alone in your journey. So that's why this is one of a Filipino project that we're tying up with the Council of the Philippines for this project. That's going to be the first going to be held in Dallas, Texas. We're expecting 800 attendees and different speakers from different expertise. Then proceeds of that will be donated in 2 different institutions. National Center for Mental Health kung saan nakakonfine yung brother ko for 8 years, and then Mental Health America. Para naman, kasi kung hindi tayo mentally okay, hindi rin tayo magiging successful in any larangan, whether you are a CEO, whether you're a father, a son, in general. Kaya yun yung isa sa pinaka-advocacy natin.
Yeah, Chris, I applaud you for that advocacy because mental health, mental wellness for the several years have not been talked about. Sometimes the family knows it, but they don't discuss openly about it, and so there's the lacking of awareness on various options where someone can be assisted or even cured or given more resources for medicines and support. And congratulations for being that, and we hope that you can use Open for Business and Net25 to amplify your voice on those kinds of advocacy. So talagang pinagsasama mo, financial literacy, mental awareness or mental wellness, mental health promotion.
Yes.
So bakit ka nagnegosyo sa United States? Yung iba, syempre, parang they just build their career there. But you, in your case, you establish a business that helps MSMEs and you are offering this type of service. Gaano kahirap gawin yon?
Ang pag-transition from one career to another, it's really challenging from internal and external factor. Internal, of course, kasi meron kang, you struggle. Number one is you lack knowledge about starting a business in the US. It's mentally challenging. And then also emotionally, kasi you're trying to transition from your comfort zone to a different zone. Kasi comfort zone, kung ano yung pinag-aralan natin, yun yung gusto nating ma-practice. But then that's an internal challenge, no? Transitioning. And then external din, meron tayong tinatawag na cultural indifferences. So when I get to the US, specifically Texas, these are populated with Hispanic. Hindi lahat English speakers. And there are a lot of clients that you would like to talk to. They are more comfortable with their lingua franca, yung Spanish speaking nila. They would rather do business with an accounting or taxation firm na nagsasalita ng Spanish.
So may tao ka or kasamahan ka na Hispanic din?
Yes, exactly. So ang hinahire natin sa ganyan, you have to hire somebody that's your witness. Kaya 93% ng client namin are Spanish speakers. Ako lang yung Filipino. Kaya puro Spanish talaga yung mga tao natin, yung mula sa receptionist hanggang sa mga accountants and tax professionals.
So na-review mo rin yung Spanish 101 mo?
Oh yeah, Spanish 101, ang pinakamagandang napanood ko yung Dora. Yeah. I don't know yung napanood yung Dora na Dora the Explorer. Yeah, yung mga basic. Tapos we listen to some music in Spanish para naman mas maintindihan natin, mas mabilis ang learning. Kaya sanay din naman akong order pag gutom. Survival yung Spanish natin eh. Pag gutom tayo,
pero
we can
buti na
order.
lang at least pinag-aralan natin part ng history ng Pilipinas ang Spanish language at marami tayo dyan, di ba? Pero ngayon, parang you're telling me that even in your employment, di ba? Parang you're getting more other nationalities to cater to the needs of the market that you serve. So that's another challenge, Chris, di ba? So how is it coming up with a business? In this case, you're catering to a different nationality. At the same time, you are employing different nationalities to serve the needs of that nationality.
The most important factor, sabi nga ni Tony Robbins, we don't lack resources. What we lack would be resourcefulness. So the first thing I got in the US, I stopped watching, kaya hindi tayo masyadong oriented sa mga TV show. We start learning what are the different free business resources in the US. Merong state na Small Business Administration. They provide you mentors, they provide you coach, they provide you free money. Ngayon, i-guide ka ng mga mentors from how to register the business, how to hire. So, meron akong 4 different mentors mula sa HR, operations, hanggang sa finance. And then, yung sa mental health, meron tayong mga mentors dyan. And then, they provide you more insights kung ano yung mga free money ng government. Alam ba natin na ang city, nagbibigay sila ng free money up to $15,000 kung magpa-provide ka ng employment. Alam ba natin ang state, nagde-develop sila ng mga skilled training pagdating sa pag-practice ng mga soft skills like Microsoft Word, use of email. So yung mga yon, kung ang kailangan lang natin is we need to seek those kind of free resources and then always have a regular consultation with your mentors at also free din sila, yung mga advisors. Ito yung mga retired executives.
Wait lang, Chris. Yan yung resources na sinasabi mo, yan ba ay lahat ng states ng Amerika nakikita yan o depende dun sa kung gaano kayaman yung state na kinabibilangan mo?
Actually, may budget allocation ang gobyerno at saka yung state kasi government has their own budget allocation specifically for SBA. Tawag natin yan Small Business Administration. So, ang government nag-aalat sila ng mga tauhan na full-time para magturo. To answer your question, lahat ng states merong ganyang funding resources. Ngayon, ang state level itself and city level, meron tinatawag na Economic Development Corporation. Ibig sabihin, yung mga katulad nating immigrant, pwede tayong magkaroon ng consultation sa EDC, which is the Economic Development Corporation of Dallas. Bibigyan kanila ng kung paano gumawa ng business plan, bibigyan kanila ng market analysis sa business na gusto mong tahakin, and then bibigyan ka rin nila ng mga mentors and advisors kung ano yung mga strength, weakness, opportunities, and threats yung napinapasok mo na negosyo. It's just all up to you how you will leverage or how you would access it. Sabi nga nila, if you want to earn faster, you have to learn faster sa ganitong economic. Kaya, yun ang kagandahan sa Amerika, marami tayong libreng access na funded ng government, ng state at saka city. Magkakaiba sila ng mga department, pero ang advocacy nila is mag-promote ng economy, whether you are immigrant or existing na citizen sa Amerika.
Wow, exciting going to the US. Pero, total Chris, lagi ka naman pumupunta dito sa Pilipinas, di ba? So, wala bang ganun dito sa atin? Or wala ka bang balak na, sige, habang ginagawa ko tumutulong ako ng ibang mga nationalities sa ibang bansa, wala ka bang balak na, dito kaya? I'm sure I've mentioned, of course, I guessed a lot of CEOs, thought leaders here who's in charge with MSME development, and somehow that's their wish. They want, more support, coming from the government. So what's your observation? Ano yung meron naman sa Pilipinas or ano yung pwedeng i-adapt ng mga Pilipino or ng gobyerno na polisiya ng Estados Unidos ma-i-apply dito sa Pilipinas?
That's a very good question, si RV. No? Isa sa mga na-attendan ko last year, yung tinatawag na trade mission. Meron tayong tinatawag na Philippine-American Chamber Commerce, which has a tie-up sa government. Last year, nag-attend tayo ng 2 linggo yata or 1 linggo na trade mission kung saan ipinakilala ng bawat syudad mula sa Manila, Bataan, sa Central Luzon, kung ano-ano yung mga opportunity nila sa mga foreign investors. That's why we dealt with the governor, with the mayor. Mula sa Manila, we had a business meeting with the president and vice president, and also sa mga governor. Binigyan nila tayo ano yung mga resources na libre, kagaya ng mga economic zone na may mga tax credits silang binibigay, tax-free holidays sa Clark, Pampanga, binibigyan nila ng free rent. So, ang dami nating pwedeng ma-access dito. Ang isa lang sa challenges natin, hindi siya nabo-brought out publicly. So, ito, kailangan mag-inquire tayo sa city development kung ano yung mga project na pwedeng ilaan sa mga katulad nating foreign investors or tao. Katulad ko, nag-hire tayo ng mga Filipino. Since yung trabaho natin is virtual, nag-hire tayo ng employee ng mga tao na they could be executive assistants. Kaya ang dami na lagi tayong pupunta dito para makipag-coordinate sa iba't ibang organization. And bawat city and province, meron silang mga project na nagbibigay ng free rent, tax-free ng next 6 months kung maglalagay ka ng office doon sa Pampanga, Bataan, Subic, Zamboanga, even Manila. Yun yung trade mission na tinatawag natin.
And you avail that. It happens regularly, I think.
It happens. Kaya lang ang planning nun para makapag-participate ang mga... Ngayon, itong project na to sa Filipino-American lang sa Amerika, ito yung trade mission. Pero every year, ginagawa ito. So, kailangan makipag-ugnayan sa mga Chamber of Commerce, sa mga Rotary yan. O kaya naman, they can inquire to me para ma-connect ko sila.
For you to be represented.
Yeah, sa Texas Chamber.
Okay. So this one, it's your expertise. For someone new in the U.S. or planning to emigrate there from the Philippines, what should be their top considerations when it comes to U.S. taxes?
Unang-una sa pagdating natin sa taxation, ang mga middle bracket, yung sinasabi natin na mga professionals, yan ang pinaka-high tax. Kasi ito
Pag
yung...
sinabing high tax, malaking singilan yan.
Malaki, mga 39% minimum.
39?
Yan, mga ganyan pumapasok. Bakit? Kasi wala naman sila mga deductions eh. Lalo na nung 2018, nagkaroon tayo ng TCJA, Tax Cuts and Jobs Act. Tinanggal lahat ng deductions para sa mga empleyado na gumagamit ng gas nila sa pagtatrabaho. Yung nagtatrabaho sa bahay, wala na mga deductions. Tinanggal na yan sa past administration. But ang nangyari, nagkaroon ng mas mataas na taxes yung kanila. So kaya sabi ko nga, kaya ang goal natin is entrepreneurship. Kasi sa entrepreneurship...
So ibig sabihin dati, parang ang daming kaltas. May kaltas dito, kaltas doon, ganyan, gasolina, ganyan, yung sinasabi
Yung
mo
mga
kanina.
sa mga expenses ng empleyado.
Pero dahil expenses ng empleyado, ngayon, parang isa na lang.
Tinanggal
pero
na.
malaki.
Oo. Tinanggal na nila yung employees' expenses. So ngayon, yung taxes nila mas tumaas.
Kumbaga parang nag-compensate lang. Parang ganun.
Parang kumbaga, dati mas mababa yung tax na kino-contribute, ngayon lumaki. In other words, ang nagbabayad ng malaking tax yung mga professionals. Ito yung mga kumikita ng $80,000 and above na puro empleyado.
Which is parang nasabi natin, may middle income yun.
Yan, mga doktor, dentista, yan. Sila yung mga subject, mga engineer, IT, yan, matataas ang mga tax niyan. Kaya tayo nagnegosyo kasi marami tayong incentive sa gobyerno ng IRS. Ito yung pwede tayo mag-deduct. Pagpunta ko dito, yung interview ko na to, pwede kong i-deduct yung plane ticket ko. Ayan, o kaya nag-check-in ako sa hotel, pwede ko ring i-deduct. So ang taxation talaga, binabawasan yung tax contribution ng mga tao na nagnenegosyo katulad natin. Kaya tayo pumasok sa larangan ng entrepreneurship.
Your advocacy, I think, is, to leave that middle income class and be an entrepreneur. From professional to entrepreneurship, which you can do sometimes at the same time.
Oo, kasi yung kagaya ng industry natin, it can be virtual eh. I can work. Katulad ngayon, katatapos ko lang ng meeting, nag-work ako ng gabi. Yun nga lang, medyo graveyard tayo. But at the same time, we can still make and do business online. And yun nga, para we can hit two birds in one stone. Madalaw ko yung twin brother ko sa National Center for Mental Health. And then with my family here, pero I can still keep my business. Nakakapag-work pa rin tayo online. Hindi katulad ng mga ibang profession, kailangan physically present sila.
Yes.
Kasi lalo na nung COVID situation, marami tayong kaibigan na pumanaw yung parents nila because of COVID, hindi sila nakauwi. Kasi nga, napakadaming maraming pasyente na mas nangangailangan ng serbisyo nila. And kaya we salute them, but at the same time, we educate them na dapat meron silang mental health balance and also financial literacy is very important. Na hindi puro bigay ng bigay, dapat merong nasa-save na i-invest. And then para at the end, pag nag-retire sila, hindi sila aasa sa ibang tao para sa month-to-month na income nila. Kaya tuloy-tuloy yung ating advocacy pagdating sa mental health awareness and financial literacy.
How does your company support immigrants in understanding and managing their tax obligations? Sabay mo na to. What are some common misconceptions or challenges individuals face when dealing with their taxes, and how does your company help address these issues?
Pag dumating tayo doon na meron tayong employer, ang sinasabi natin, wag nating i-withheld yung tax. Dapat nagko-contribute tayo monthly. Maraming tao na nagbabakasyon dito sa Pilipinas, sabi nila hindi mo na sila magbabayad ng tax. Pwede kasi yun. Pwede ka kasi magbayad at the end of the year. Ngayon, ang nangyayari, dahil gumasa sila ng $10,000 dahil nagbakasyon sila dito sa Pilipinas, no? Hindi nila binalik yung pera sa IRS. Kaya at the end of the year, yung kinuha nila na hindi sila nag-contribute ng enough na taxes, let's say kumita sila ng $100,000, hindi nila binalik yung 10,000, 20,000, nakalimutan nila, no? Doon nagkakaroon ng penalty. Sabi ko nga sa kanila, pagka meron tayong kita, dapat meron kang 10% na pupunta sa travel fund mo, 10% sa emergency fund, and then yung natitira doon naman pupunta yung 80% sa taxes and sa panggastos. So dapat nauuna muna yung income minus savings plus investment equals expenses. Ganyan yung formula. Ngayon, yun yung mga challenge natin is paano tayo ma-educate. Ang common misconception ng karamihan na pwede tayong makalimot, pwede nating ma-skipan yung pagbabayad, pero that's wrong, no?
Ano mas mahigpit? US or Philippines?
CRB, ang taxation sa US automated. Ibig sabihin, within 3 years, expect, mas kung pagdating sa tightness and then sa collection, US pa din. Kasi dito sa Pilipinas, meron pa rin mga manual eh. Right?
Yeah.
Dito,
although slowly we're going there, correct?
Yes, pero yung sabi natin, yung ginagawa ng Amerika nasa mga past 50 years to 80 years advance na tayo sa US. Dito medyo manual pa tayo, no? Kaya nahihirapan pa mga IRS collector kung paano ma-monitor yung mga hindi nagbabayad ng buwis. Maraming mga loopholes pa din dito. Doon kasi mahirap dahil automated
Oo,
na.
mahirap mo nang takasan. Pero parang gaano din ka-importante yun? Siyempre, parang like, say, for example, in government offices, parang minsan nababalita pa dito sa atin, even banks, parang napapasok pa, nahack pa.
Nahack, oo.
Doon ba talagang napag-uusapan din yun?
Meron ding nahack sa US. Kasi kung gaano tayo ka-advance sa pagdating sa ang government, gano'n din ka-advance ang hacker.
Oo, tama. Oo.
Yeah, they innovate too. Kaya wala naman yatang immune sa hindi ma-hack, no? Kasi ang IRS na-hack din ng 2015. I think 2015 or somewhere na-hack din yan. Kaya lang, ang pagdating kasi sa advancement, kaya mas mataas ang security. Dito sa Pilipinas, hindi ako masyadong pamilyar kung gaano kadalas ang mga na-hack dito, no? And then doon kasi kaya iniiwasan natin usually yung mga cash transaction. Sinasuggest natin kung may credit card, ang mga Pilipino dapat mag-credit card sila. Hindi naman para gumastos ka ng gumastos kasi CRB, pag yung kliyente or gumagamit ng credit card, pwedeng i-dispute. Kunwari may 10,000 na unauthorized transaction, ibabalik yung pera na yun within 1 week pag alam na medyo spam or scam yung transaction. Kaya credit card is also a good if it's meant to be used wisely and not impulsively.
It's also for your security.
Yes, oo.
I
Kasi
see.
yung cash or even yung debit card mo sa bangko, tsaka may naiipon kang points sa credit card na pan-travel. Pagka kasi debit card din, ang tagal. Pag natanggal yung $10,000, it takes forever for you to get the $10,000 back. Lalo na kung scam yan.
Okay, that's good. Okay, how important is accurate bookkeeping for individuals and what advice do you offer to help and maintain organized records?
Madali lang lahat yan kung ma-adapt tayo sa paggamit ng credit card or debit card kasi importante yung meron tayong monthly monitoring. Sabi nga nila, it doesn't matter how much you earn What matters is how much you save and how much you invest. Pero paano mong malalaman yung saving and investment mo kung hindi mo alam yung total expenses mo? 'Di ba? So ang suggestion natin lalo na sa mga may trabaho, dapat they do quarterly check. I-download nila yung mga transaction nila, hanapin nila yung bawat gastos nila mula sa eskwela, mula sa sasakyan, sa bahay, magkano ba? Dapat within 80% lang yan kasama yung tax na binabayad. Para na mo-monitor, kasi you cannot hit the target Kaya pagka na below 80% yan, meron silang allowance na 20% na mag-save at saka mag-invest. So, mahirap kung puro cash yung ginagamit natin. Tapos, dapat gumamit tayo ng mga cloud system katulad lahat ng bangko sa US and mga credit card. Pwede mo nang i-merge yung transaction sa isang accounting software na QuickBooks katulad yan na automatically nagre-record ng monthly income and expenses mo. Tapos sa ilalim no, makikita mo yung disposable income mo na, ay, ang laki pa lang na natitipid ko, no? So,
So kahit na hindi ka kumpanya, halimbawa, for your personal use lang, pwede rin yun. Kasi free software siya, pwedeng ganon.
merong free trial na minsan naman $15 per month lang, magkano lang yun, no? Pero doon nakikita mo lahat ng income and transactions. And importante rin dapat nakasama ang pamilya. Dapat pati yung mga bata maturuan na, anak, we live within the means and ang pag-iimpok is very important. Kasi yun naman yung pwedeng ipamana ng mga magulang na they can be, yung mga anak maging sustainable pag wala na ang mga magulang sa pagtitipid at pag-i-invest. Yun ang pinaka-importante.
Wow. Very practical insights on making sure that we save and we invest. Pero numerous times you mentioned about investing. Ngayon ba sa mga panahong ito, alimbawa may sa halip na ilagay mo sa bangko na maaaring mababang interest or siyempre yung halaga ng pera noon ay maaaring hindi na talaga halaga ng pera ngayon. Saan ba pwedeng i-invest ng mga tao yun? Dahil di ba, Chris, ang dami ding mga investments. Pero siyempre kasama sa financial literacy mo siguro na saan ba pwedeng mamili ang mga tao naman kung saan nila ilalagak ang kanilang pera.
Isa sa mga sinasabi natin, number one, lalo na sa I can say in the standpoint sa Amerika, no? Pagka sa bangko, good luck, hindi kikita yan. 0.000 something. Yun yung tinatawag na tax now. Pag may interest yan, kahit $10, yung kinita ng pera mo, matatax pa din yan. Ang pag-invest nila dapat dalawa. Yung tax
So
later.
parang nilalagay mo lang yung pera sa bangko,
Sa bangko.
para lang maitago. Wala kang
Maitago.
mapagtaguan sa bahay mo. Parang ganyan.
Oo, ang suggestion lang natin dyan, CRV, sa bangko, ang enough pera lang na ilalagay mo doon, yung 3 to 6 months na gastos. Kung kumikita ka ng gastos mo sa pamilya is 10,000 per month, dapat mga meron kang 30,000 na savings.
Okay.
Pagkayari, ang tawag doon, emergency fund, no? 30,000 enough na pwede mong gamitin sa mga biglaang panggastos. May nagkasakit sa pamilya, nagpadala ng pera sa kamag-anak sa Pilipinas, o kaya naman may biglaang gastos sa education. Ngayon, pag meron ka ng 3 months of savings, pwede ka na mag-invest. Ang tinatawag natin mga investment, yung ibang kumpanya sa Amerika, meron tinatawag na 401k. Ang 401k naman, parang nagko-contribute ng half yung employer, nagko-contribute din ng half yung employee. So for example, $20,000. 10,000 doon nilalagay ng employer and 10,000 doon nilalagay ng employee na pwedeng lumago yung pera mo between 4 to 8 or 12%. Depende sa
malaki
market.
yun.
Oo, kasi at least half lang kinontribute mo. And paraan din yun ng mga kumpanya para makip yung employees. Di ba? Kasi alam nila na 50% kino-contribute eh. Yun naman, pag winidraw mo yung pera before 59 and a half years old, matatax ka naman doon. Yung tax never naman, ito yung tinatawag natin mga life insurance. Kasi di ba lalo na kung nagtatrabaho ka, merong mga minimum lang $15, $20 yung mga anak mo kunan mo. Kasi ang life insurance, nag-a-act siya pag na-withdraw yung pera doon, wala kasing tax yun eh. Kagaya nung nagka-cancer sa pamilya, hindi mo alam yung nanay, yung katulad ng kliyente namin na nurse na diagnose siya ng cancer, na-withdraw nila yung $500,000 na walang tax. Pero during that time, nag-start sila kasi ng maaga pa, $200 per month lang. But ang kalpalit nun, after 10 years, merong $500,000 na nakuha yung pamilya. So, yung sinasabi natin, may mga life insurance na kumikita rin ng pera between 3.45% and above. Kaya yun yung mga
At saka ang sabi
investment.
nila, mabilis naman ang panahon ngayon. Yung sinasabi mong 5 years, parang in a flick of a finger, minsan parang hindi na natin namamalayan.
Lalo na pang gastos natin, yung mga daily gastos natin, monthly expenses, mas mataas mga sa $200 yan eh. O bibili ka ng mga bagong-bago, pabango, di ba? So dapat, ang nilalagay natin yung pera natin na may potential na lumago, hindi malugi.
Okay. May potential na lumago, hindi malugi. With the ever-changing tax rules, how do you keep your clients informed and compliant with the latest regulations? Kasi baka maraming pagbabago.
Alam mo, sabi ko nga parang ang tax rules natin parang every year may mga add-on, may mga deleted na rules. Ang ginagawa namin, nagpo-provide tayo ng free workshops sa mga Chamber of Commerce, either virtual or sa local. Meron tayong 30 to 45 minutes. We have a YouTube channel that we do Tax Savings Tuesday. Yun yung YouTube channel ko, Chris Y. Coco, para maka-update sila sa mga bagong rules pagdating sa mga tax savings ways. And also, na-invite tayo katulad ng sa Philippine Chamber of Commerce sa Silicon Valley sa California, nag-conduct tayo ng free workshops kasi nagbabahagi naman tayo ng kung ano man yung narating natin sa buhay, nagbabahagi tayo ng kakarampot na kaalaman para mas maging valuable naman yung pagkita ng mga Pilipino sa Amerika in whatever ways we can na makatulong. Kasi nagsimula tayo sa lahat sa wala. And then habang natututo tayo, it's sharing is caring.
Wow. Very insightful there. Speaking of your experience, growing up in the province, you learned early on the value of money, and so now you also advocate for financial literacy. How does your company provide educational support or resources to clients beyond tax filing, helping them understand their financial situations better? I think you are, the fact that you are sharing a lot of this information and knowledge is already financial literacy. Maybe if they want to invite you or to get you to talk somewhere, how can they do that?
So sa mga Philippine Nurses Association, sa mga Philippine Chamber, even yung iba't ibang Rotary organization, they can invite us for a 30-minute financial literacy education. We're just giving them 10 tips on how to invest and how to save money, especially if you're a first-time immigrant. Yan, ginagawa natin ng workshop yan.
Wag na muna nating sasabihin yun para mag-attend kayo doon sa
Oo,
workshop
yan.
ni Chris.
Yan, ganyan ginagawa natin. Lalo na sa console ng Houston, nagbo-volunteer din tayo dyan, lalo na yung mga nagre-renew ng passport o yung mga birth certificate nila, dual citizenship.
Yes.
Nagbo-volunteer tayo doon in return na makuha nila yung contact information namin para makapag-attend sila.
Okay. So what upcoming trends or changes in taxation do you foresee? And what advice would you give individuals and businesses to prepare for these changes proactively?
I think unang-una, like what we said, they need to, especially pag kumikita na sila ng $80,000 and more, wag na sila maglagay ng mga dependents. Yung tinatawag natin kasing dependents, CRV, ito yung mga anak, mga parents. Kasi pag naglalagay ka ng mga dependents, anak or parents, hindi ka nagko-contribute ng malaki. And the problem, pag 80,000 and up na yung mga, $80,000 annually, pag malaki na yung kinikita mo, natatanggal na yung mga deductions na yun eh. So, dadagdagan yung tax mo kahit na meron ka mga dependents.
I see.
Ang mga credits at mga benefits lang para sa mga tao na kumikita ng 80,000 and below. Kaya mas maganda mag-contribute sila ng mas malaki and then mag-aral sila ng iba't ibang paraan kung saan nila pwedeng i-park yung pera nila na pwedeng lumago na hindi matatax. Kagaya ng mga napag-usapan natin kanina. Mga 401k, mga life insurance, yun lang yung mga basic na conservative.
And in your case, halimbawa, Chris, parang, they're so inspired and then they want to go into that. Ikaw naman, na ililink mo sila sa proper resources din.
Oo, katulad...
Parang companies na pwede silang where they can invest na.
Oh yes, meron tayong mga third party, we do believe in collaboration. Meron tayong mga third party na nagtuturo kung ano yung risk and ano yung rewards ng bawat investment. Yun yung role natin because I'm now a business developer mula sa ano yung mga risk nito. Meron tayong certified financial planner na magtuturo at mag-guide sa kanila one-on-one. Kailangan nila set up ng consultation na 30 minutes para mas maintindihan nila. Kasi it's case-to-case basis eh.
You also, come here often in the Philippines. Anong plano mo, Chris? Don't you think of coming up with another company here in the Philippines also? Or do you still encourage Filipinos to try it there in the United States?
Yeah, speaking of encourage, naparalangalan tayo ng Gawad America as Business Person of the Year sa California, sa Hollywood, and also sa Texas. So yung recognition na yun, mas lalo tayong nabuboost yung confidence natin na magtayo ng company or makipag-tie up sa company dito sa Pilipinas sa mga virtual offices. Kasi maraming pwedeng paraan na kumita ng pera work from home. Kaya yun yung nakipag-ugnayan tayo sa iba't ibang business organization like International Business Processing Outsource. Ito yung mga back offices ng organization na pwede tayo makapag-link and mag-hire tayo ng maraming employees na para naman makapagbahagi tayo ng income sa kanila pero working from home. Lalo na yung mga may mga anak sa bahay, na single parent or single mom, sila yung ang tinatarget natin na matulungan para at least they can attend the needs. Tsaka maiwasan natin yung so much expenses kasi pupunta ka sa trabaho mo, gastos, gasolina, pagkain. So ayan, marami tayong meetings and coordination sa mga different organizations like Chamber, mga business processing outsource organization, both here sa Manila and ibang part like mga Pampanga, Zambales.
Wow, this has been a very insightful, exciting conversation with Chris. Pero bago ka namin pakawalan, Chris, how will they find you? How will they... I heard that not only are you a successful entrepreneur, you also are a philanthropist, event host, fashion model. Ano pa yung iba mong gawin at paano ka matatawagan ng ating mga may mga Pilipino tayo na talagang gustong magbalak pumunta sa Estados Unidos. Yung iba naman gustong magtayo ng businesses doon, paano sila magabayan sa kanilang mga tax concerns. At syempre sa mga Pilipino who would want to invest in other things so that they will also be successful in their financial plans.
May dalawang paraan na pwede naman nilang i-search, no? Yung Chris Y. Coco, yun yung full name ko. Meron tayo lahat yan. May LinkedIn, may Facebook, may Instagram, may YouTube. Pwede sila mag-connect doon. And then, yung ating website, yung company natin, ycotax.com, wycotax.com. So, pag ginugol nila either Chris Y. Coco or Ycotax, kahit nasan man sila lugar, pwede natin sila makapag-connect sa atin at maka-reach out. Kaya we made it accessible through social media. Hanapin lang nila Chris Y. Coco, lalabas na yan. Dahil ang dami na natin mga publicities, kaya hindi mahirap na makipag-ugnayan sa atin.
Ano mga tips mo naman sa ating mga MSMEs para sila ay patuloy na mamayagpag sa kanilang mga maliliit na negosyo?
I think sa mga MSE natin, in general, dapat matutunan muna natin yung budgeting na tinatawag. Dapat alam natin kung ano yung gastos natin sa personal and family. Hindi dapat natin minimix ang business at personal expenses. Dahil sabi nga nila, kung gaano man kalaki yung kita mo, kung yung maliit na kita mo hindi mo mapagkasya, hindi mo rin mapagkakasya yung malaking kita. And then also yung dapat, mentorship is very important. Having advisors na nandyan that you meet them every 6 months or kahit na quarterly. Kasi sabi na natin si RV na you cannot see yourself if you are in the frame. Kailangan meron tayong outside perspective through mentorship and through business resources like what we have in the US. At saka manood lang dapat maging lifelong learner tayo para sa ikagiginhawa ng ating personal and business life.
Wow! And that ends our conversation with the CEO and founder of Wyco Tax LLC, Christopher Wycoco. Open for business. We'll be back. Stay with us. And for business news, North-South Commuter Railway ready for 2027 partial operations. The partial operations of the North-South Commuter Railway from West Valenzuela to Malolos segment is expected by the second quarter of 2027, according to the Department of Transportation. A full operation is set for the third quarter of 2029. Meanwhile, the Philippine National Railway said that the construction of the Tutuban-Malolos N1 and Malolos-Clark N2 segments are on schedule, hoping to be fully operational by 2029. The 147-kilometer NSCR project will connect Malolos, Bulacan with Clark International Airport and Tutuban, Manila to Calamba, Laguna. The NSCR will have 35 stations and 3 depots and expected to reduce travel time from Clark to Calamba to 2 hours instead of 4.5 hours. ADB approves $2.1 billion financing for the Bataan-Cavite Link Bridge. The Asia Development Bank approved up to $2.1 billion in financing for the construction of the Bataan-Cavite Interlink Bridge. This project is aimed at completing the transport loop around Manila Bay and provides a better link from Metro Manila to Central Luzon and nearby Cavite, Laguna, Batangas, Rizal, and Quezon provinces. Once completed, the bridge would reduce travel time to 1.5 hours from 5 hours previously between Bataan and Cavite and about 2 hours from 4 hours between Bataan and Metro Manila. Open for Business is at the helm. RSA Hero of Philanthropy. There was only one Filipino in the elusive list of Forbes Asia's Heroes of Philanthropy for 2023. It's no other than SMC President and CEO Ramon Ang. RSA, as he is fondly called, was among the 15 personalities in Asia-Pacific recognized for their efforts to reach out and help as many people. He ranked 4th in Forbes' latest list of wealthiest Filipinos with a net worth estimated at $3.4 billion. Ang's commitment to donate 500 million pesos to build schools for underprivileged children in Manila was honored by the Business Magazine. Mula 2020, personal umanong nakapagbigay ng mahigit 150 milyong pisong halaga ng scholarship grants at medical aid ang RSA Foundation. Kinilala rin ang pamumuno ni Ang na nagresulta sa pagpapatayo ng 5 eskwelahan sa Metro Manila, pagsuporta sa relief measures noong panahon ng pandemya at pagpupondo sa mga inisyatibong may kinalaman sa paglilinis ng mga ilog. Sinasabing malaking papel ang ginampanan ni Ang para baguhin ang pinakamalaking food manufacturer sa bansa tungo sa pagiging diversified conglomerate na may interes sa banking, energy, power utility at toll roads. Pinangunahan rin ni RSA ang SMC sa aktibong pagtugon sa iba't ibang hamon na kinaharap ng bansa sa mga nakalipas na taon. RSA strongly believes that empowering a wide range of Filipinos with education and skills is key to unlocking the country's potential. He said this includes not only the youth but also adults in less privileged areas who seek better jobs or want to start their own businesses. Our best word of the week is taxable event. A taxable event is an action or transaction that may result in taxes owed to the government. Common examples of federal taxable events include receiving a payment of interest and dividends, selling stock shares for a profit, and exercising stock options. Navigating the intricate landscape of U.S. taxation can present unique challenges for migrants settling in the country. Understanding the nuances of the tax system is crucial for newcomers to ensure compliance, minimize tax liabilities, and take advantage of available benefits. Thanks to YCO Tax, help is available in managing finances and filing correct taxes. More than that, the passion and entrepreneurial spirit of its founder, drawn from his own hardships, become the biggest impetus to put finances in order. And with that, our quote of the week is, like mothers, taxes are often misunderstood but seldom forgotten. That's according to Lord Bramble. Thank you, Chris. Maraming salamat sa iyo, Chris. Maraming salamat sa isang oras sa pagsama sa amin upang tunghayan ng isang makabuluhang usapan ukol sa negosyo dito lang sa Open for Business. Hanggang sa susunod na linggo, join us here in Open for Business. Catch us on Facebook, on YouTube, like and subscribe on our social media page, which you see on your screens right now. We will bring you more insights from industry experts, thought leaders, CEOs, and featured SMEs. Together, let us help encourage business development in the Philippines. Sharpen your business acumen. Feel the pulse and set the trend for as long as you are informed Open for Business. Ito po si Cesar Vallejos. Marami pong salamat.
It is a signal to the world that we are open for business.
Filipinos are great marketers. Our range is limitless, from gigantic corporations to the everyday street vendor. We Filipinos are able to find a way to make our products and services interesting. That is despite economic obstacles, lack of resources, and minimal connections. The drive to grow the business is always strong and going forward.
Open for Business takes you to the 42nd Agora Awards, celebrating Filipino marketing excellence, spearheaded by the Philippine Marketing Association, with the theme Speckles, celebrating outstanding uniqueness in Philippine marketing. Join us. I am Marco Ramos.
And I'm Tim Figueroa. Together, we will speak with industry leaders, award-winning marketers, and the rising stars in businesses. This 42nd Agora Awards introduced two main categories, Luminaries and Enterprise. In the luminaries category, awards are presented to individuals demonstrating outstanding performance in education, entrepreneurship, communication, international trade, management, and innovation through effective marketing tools and strategies.
While the enterprise category recognizes organizations exhibiting exemplary performance in marketing practices over the past 3 years. These awards acknowledge high-performing companies dedicated to connecting with markets and capitalizing on opportunities for steady revenue growth, strong returns, and sustainability.
Rightfully, the winners have demonstrated exceptional excellence, innovation, and dedication in their respective categories, as well as embodied the spirit of the Agora Awards' commitment to celebrating exceptional Filipino marketing.
The inspiration of the Agora Awards is that we want to showcase the talents of Filipino marketers and the best practices of people in the industry, particularly in marketing. Because when we showcase their talents and then we look at the best practices, we are able to share it with the industry altogether. By doing this one, the industry is uplifted, people are being helped, and customers are getting better services from the marketers.
Now, that's interesting po dahil there are a lot of marketers here in the Philippines, and not just in the Philippines, also the entire world. And we also saw an award which recognizes people in overseas marketing as well. What is the identifying factor for Agora Awards to say that this is a marketer worth the award?
Excellence. When we look at the credentials of the winners, we don't look at the results last year, past 2 years, or past 3 years. We don't do that. We really go way back to check if the plans, the projects, and all, they really were able to help people. So it's really excellent, not only in numbers, but also with the impact given to people and the customers.
So your means of measuring if someone is worthy of an Agora Award is through their excellence of having an impact. What specific impact are we talking about for the people?
Well, some of the parameters that we use financials, we use observations, of course, and then the total impact of the business. Well, one cannot go without the other. You cannot say, my campaigns are doing well, but you're not earning. And you will say that we are earning, but our campaign is not doing well. Doesn't sit well, right? So one cannot go without the other. So Agora is very holistic. We look at all sides of the business, particularly on the facet of marketing, and we look how excellent they really perform. Agora Awards, it's not a requirement that you have a winner every year. Okay? So if there's no qualified, then there's no winner, period. So we only give the award to those who are really deserving of it. They even call it the most coveted marketing award because the Agora Award, you can only win it once, except for the Marketing School of the Year and the Marketing Agency of the Year, which only started this 42nd season. All the rest of the awards, you can only win it once. The rest, you can win it every year.
So what is it that the other people who are also in the marketing industry should really lean towards to building and creating if they hope to win an Agora Award? Or should they hope for an Agora Award?
First and foremost, they should be leaning towards creating projects that will really help people. Because when you help people, you get results. And that is sincere, and that is something that you can call humble service. And the rest is just what? Add-ons.
It was mentioned earlier that if you manage to achieve the requirements of the Agora Award, then you get it. Is that true?
Well, you have to be nominated. So in the process, someone should nominate you, or you can nominate yourself and you have to send your credentials. With the committee, the screening council, and the judges, who are, by the way, all past Agora awardees. So the members of the committee, we call it the category heads. These are the ones defending the cases to the judges. These are all certified professional marketers. And to date, with nearly 1 million companies in the Philippines, there's only 100 plus of us, certified professional marketers. So that's how difficult that certification program is. Okay, so these are all certified professional marketers. They evaluate the nominations, and then after that present to the screening council, and then present to the judges, and now we have the awards.
That is amazing.
It's very tedious, yes, you can say that. It's very tedious. However, we really should filter our winners because we want to show people that Filipinos are very excellent, not only in numbers, not only in business, but also in helping people. After all, we're known for bayanihan, right?
That is true. Yeah.
Yes.
So that is an interesting take. We want to know, what has the impact been to the people? With the existence of the Agora Awards, what has the Agora Awards impact?
Well, it gives them a motivation because they really want to win that award. As you can see, there are so many businesses in the country, but there are only how many? Less than 15 Agora awardees each year. So, I mean, how will you get an award if you're not doing anything? But if you get an award, people will really look at you, people will really admire you, and people will even imitate you as they also serve their fellow men. So the Agora Award is actually a symbol of excellence, not only in business, but also by practice and by your brand personality. Are you the type of brand who helps people? Are you the type of brand who's just there because you want to sell? There's a difference. So the Agora Awards is actually a committee that helps to recognize those people who are really quiet, who are not announcing that they are helping and doing well. So people can actually learn from them and eventually help other people.
I've heard of the Agora ever since I was young. I was also a marketer before all of these. Before having More Nation, I worked as a marketer for 6 years. I think that was my real job. I worked as a marketing director for an educational firm. And then from everything that I've learned in the experiences I've had, and the mentorship that I've had with my bosses, and of course my brother also is also a marketer. So I learned a lot of this. So these fundamentals that we're having in marketing, for instance, its tools and the principles, I'm also applying that in our company.
Would you like to educate us about what is advocacy marketing?
The traditional way of looking at marketing is you're marketing for products or services. Now, for More Nation, it's really advocating a better world for all. And we believe that marketing has the tools and the principles to have this on hand so that we could help those who have no voice, those who are marginalized, those that are in the peripheries. That for us is advocacy marketing. For More Nation, we're advocating SDG 2 of the UN Sustainable Development Goals of no hunger in the world. So there we're advocating for sustainable agriculture, food systems transformation, helping those who are in the rural communities, and helping our local farmers be aligned in the supply chain. So it's really advocating for a better world through agriculture or sustainable agriculture for us. And then we would want to have agriculture to be very inclusive, or we would want progress to be inclusive. So that would include those in the rural communities as well.
How would you think it would impact the wider marketing and business community?
We're very used to marketing products and services, but it's really very new now that you're marketing for the goals, for the Sustainable Development Goals of the UN. So it's really pushing for programs that are meant to make sure that no one gets left behind and everyone will have food on their plates, and our farmers are well taken care of. It's also bringing the plight of our farmers forward so that we see that we have an aging population of farmers, and then we need to take care of them for them to take care of us. So we're talking about an aging population with an average age of 65 for the farmers. So we would want to help them be food champions also, and then we also encourage the youth also to get involved in agriculture.
How do you maintain the consistency of this success in running a business?
First, you have to have a purpose in running the business. So why are we in business for? And who is this corporate? What void is it trying to fill? So right now, we see that a lot of our farmers are getting left behind, they're being neglected, they have no voice in the community. So we would want to bring our farmers in to market them as food champions so that they could help us in our food security.
What is the outlook of the PMA for marketing in the Philippines this year?
I would want to bring the transformative power of marketing forward. How it can affect lives, just by using the tools and the principles of marketing. The power of storytelling, of engagement and collaboration, that is what I would want marketing to be in the Philippines. We would like to evolve from just marketing, the regular print advertising. No, we're looking into collaborations. And then there's really no competition anymore. It's just collaborating in that sphere so that we could move our country forward. I would like people to see that marketing is magical. We can use it to advance the SDGs forward. When you see SDGs, the goals that we have, like zero hunger, no poverty, equitable cities and communities.
Our sustainability program is under one banner program called I Love Earth, under the concept of sustainable living. So it's not just about solar panels, waste segregation, but it's about a bigger concept, which is healthy living. And we believe that if we have a healthy body, which is our own ecosystem, we can have a better and cleaner planet. No? So it goes hand in hand. We're bringing the concept down to our employees so that they can be their own advocates when they bring it back to their home. The award obviously just gives us a lift and recognition, but at the end of the day, when we do something, we have to do it for the right reason. And that's the most important. Why are you doing it? To us, we believe that as a company, we should not just focus on profits, but we should use our platform to do something good for the community, our country, and our earth. If you know your purpose and it's very clear, you want to meet as many goals and be as aggressive as possible to stay ahead. No? So I think it comes with the territory, starting to know why you're doing it. Yeah, and everything will follow.
This is actually my first time to attend an Agora Awards event. And definitely one of the things that I would want to highlight is I think really making sure that we always disrupt what is the status quo and be able to come up with innovative ways in presenting our story to the public. It's more about how we can stand out from the clutter, stand out from the rest of the other players in the industry, and be noticed by, of course, we have a gig society now, the gig economy, where you have most of the Gen Zenners who are supposed to be our customers, and of course, having to leverage on having a very young population with a median age of about 24 years old.
Is there anything that you can share to stay relevant amidst the growing competition of the businesses today? There are a lot of people who are marketing and also wanting to cause that disruption that you have caused, which led you to winning the Agora Award. We want to know, is there any tips that you can give us?
It's really more about having to feel the pulse of your market, of being part of their journey, of being able to feel their pains, their agony in their everyday lives, and how you can actually come up with solutions or interventions in solving those problems or concerns. So I think that's why it's called solutions, because you provide those ways on how we can uplift the lives of our fellow Filipinos and how we can nurture, make use or leverage on the digital technologies for the betterment of society.
We're quite happy and excited winning this award because we know that Agora is an established awarding body by PMA, and this is a testimony na tama ang ginagawa namin sa industry namin, tama ang ginagawa namin sa consumers, and tama ang ginagawa namin sa mga employees namin.
We would like to know, how do you stay ahead of trends and ensure your strategies remain innovative and effective?
To stay relevant, I guess, it's a hodgepodge of teamwork between different departments. One is yung R&D team. Dapat updated sila on ano ba yung mga bagong technologies coming from the innovators. And for the marketers naman, they should be on the ground listening to the consumers. Ano ba yung bagong trends? Ano ba yung mga bagong innovations? Ano ba yung pain points ng mga consumers? And for the sales team naman, paano naman namin ma-address yung mga needs ng mga trade ng channels or papunta sa end users namin, how we communicate. So we need to do a lot of research, We need to do a lot of attending exhibition shows, not only the Philippines but of course abroad. Ang pinaka-biggest innovator dito is yung need ng consumer. No? Kasi ang masusunod yung consumer, hindi naman tayo. Whatever na in-invent mo, hindi naman nila kailangan, it's useless, right? So, importante pakinggan yung pain points nila. And from there, you try to address the problem.
Ano po yung advice na may ibibigay nyo for businesses looking to boost their marketing strategies and stand out in a competitive market?
Ang pinaka-advice ko sa mga business people, entrepreneurs, first you have to check your core. What's your purpose in doing this business? No? Kung ang core mo, yung heart mo is telling you, I'm going to do business because gusto ko yumaman, well, I'm going to tell you right now, more likely you're gonna fail because being a marketer or being an entrepreneur, hindi siya yung number one reason mo on why you're doing business. But rather, the number one reason that you're doing business should be answering the pain points, helping your consumers, then you can turn those pain points into profit. So it's not the other way around. First, if you're going to the business, you have to look into the gaps. Ano ba yung mga problema ngayon sa industry? Ano ba yung problema ngayon na gusto mong isolve? Then once you are able to solve that, then I guess, doon ka kikita. Hindi the other way around. Na gusto mo kumita at the expense of people. So we have to be careful of that. Kasi kung hindi ayos yung heart mo, then paano mo ititreat yung employees mo? Right? Kasi gusto mo pera, kikita ka. So how do you treat your people? Gusto mo kumita, so pwede mong i-shortchange yung tao. So we have to be careful with that. Kung hindi ayos yung heart natin towards people, it's not gonna work yung business natin.
There are three things that I've always considered in running a company. The first one is you need to know who you are, your strengths and your weaknesses. The second one is you need to understand the market. You need to know their needs, their wants, and their expectations. And lastly, you need to understand the fundamentals of business. So you need to understand marketing, operation, accounting, for you to be able to perform better.
So it was something that you took your time for learning before going into anything.
Exactly. Research is very important. You need to understand the changes sa market or else maiiwan ka. Kinakailangan na iintindihan mo lalo yung mga changes ng needs, wants, at expectations ng mga kliyente mo.
And sa lahat po ng gustong magsimula ng kanilang sariling small-scale business or any business for that matter, how do they start? Ano pong tip ninyo?
Number one, you need to know kung ano ba talaga yung problem that you want to solve. Because part of the objective ng isang negosyante is you are a problem solver. You know what? In the eyes ng isang negosyante, in every crisis, there are opportunities. Minsan, ang problema sa mata ng iba ay problema, pero sa isang negosyante, ang isang problema ay isang opportunity. So from that problem, you can come up with a business and solve that problem. And looking forward that your customers will become satisfied in your performance or your products or services, then doon ka mag-start lalo na magpalaki ng negosyo.
We're obviously proud to have received this award. It means a lot to us. It's a very prestigious award, as you know. So, great way to start 2024. It's great to be recognized by such an award for all the efforts. It seems like something is working well and we are resonating with our customers. So, feels good to be here.
Is it possible for us to know some of the strategies that Union Bank has used in the last year for you to be able to claim the Agora Award for the Marketing Company of the Year?
So I'll be honest with you, it was not targeted to win the award, whatever our strategies were, but I think our strategies especially were targeted to some of the Citibank customers who have now recently become the Union Bank, part of the Union Bank family. And we've been working hard to make sure that our promise to the Citibank customers remains true. Actually, our President and CEO, Edwin Bautista, made a commitment on legal day one when the portfolio was being acquired and moved over to Union Bank that there will be no change as far as the customer experience is concerned. There will be no change as far as the customer value proposition is concerned. And that was something that we worked really hard to deliver. Thankfully, we've seen good success on that. We've had an incredible year on all our business drivers. The momentum has been really strong. We've actually improved our net promoter scores. You may have seen some of the marketing promotions that, with the Hamilton show, the Bruno Mars show. We got a lot of very strong feedback, positive feedback from our customers. So it's been a great experience, but I think the focus was to make sure that there's continued engagement from the Citibank customers and that they don't feel that they're being not taken care of the same way that they were before the acquisition.
For me, myself, my experience with Union Bank is I know that it suddenly soared. The engagement with Union Bank customers suddenly increased and everybody was saying that, well, it's such a very good bank. And now you told me that you actually used musical stage plays as well, like Hamilton, to promote Union Bank.
When we moved over from Citibank brand was recognized for its international and its global presence, right? And we wanted to make sure that global engagement, that global aspiration that our Filipino customers had enjoyed previously, we could still deliver on that promise. So we were trying to make sure that whether it is promotions, overseas travel, international artists coming over, we could continue to provide that same level of engagement. So I'm really thrilled to hear from you that you saw that engagement and you saw that notched up. So thankfully, that means our efforts are paying off.
Well, for this award, actually, this would be a good opportunity for us to be able to create more opportunity, for the department, because we're now able to provide a lot of information to our stakeholders that indeed, the Department of Marketing is able to provide the best type of education to our stakeholder. Kumbaga, this is already a proof or an evidence that we are being recognized for the things that we're doing, not only to our stakeholders but also to the larger environment. It's a testament of what the department is doing, particularly in terms of ensuring that we're able to provide the best type of education to our students. We made sure that what we are able to do in the department is something that is able to create impact into society. Number one, we do a lot of researches. Yung mga faculty namin, they're being encouraged to do research, something that will enable them to contribute to the society in terms of creating value, creating ways to start their own business. And even our students are also being influenced to do their own research publications.
Ano po kaya yung advice na pwede niyong ibigay, lalo na po ngayon sa digital age po ng marketing?
Siguro we have to embrace this challenge of being able to be technologically driven, because a lot of things right now are being run by digital processes. So it's really the right time to learn how to adapt to these changes.
What advice po do you have for businesses looking to boost their marketing strategies and stand out in the competitive market?
Siguro number one is that they have to discover their competitive advantage. Everyone, whether they are big, small, or medium enterprises, they have their own competitive advantage. All they have to do is to find out and try to be able to convey it to the public or to the target market. We know that we have an edge in terms of doing research, because a lot of our faculty are really interested in doing research. That's why we took that as an advantage where we created a lot of teams and we try to encourage more part-time faculty to be a member of that team so that it could multiply further, to be able to pursue more research activities for the department and for the university. Siguro strength namin as an institution, una-una is yung mga pool of faculty namin. We have a right balance of both full-time and part-time. Some of them are also practitioners in their own field and a lot of them are also pursuing their doctoral degrees. Some of them are already doctors. For part-time naman, a lot of our part-time faculties are actually those people who are holding key positions in the industry. That's why we're very fortunate that we're able to hire them to teach with us so that they could share all of those expertise and those knowledge to our students.
How do you make sure that you stay on trend, especially now with a changing demographics, with the age, with the attention span of the Gen Zs, as they call it?
That's a very interesting question, and of course, with me being situated in London, essentially London is, I would say, it's the heart of innovation, right? A lot of emerging trends, technologies happen straight in central London, and so I'm really lucky to be a part of that ecosystem, to be exposed to these different technologies that are really changing the way in which we communicate with our target audience, right? For brands, for example, it's not just about your traditional marketing strategies. But it's really more about elevating that through incorporating digital technologies, so the likes of augmented reality, embracing the metaverse, for example, and other immersive technologies really that are designed to engage the new generation of consumers, as you mentioned. I think at the end of the day, it's really all about taking what we know works, so those traditional marketing strategies, and then infusing that with new innovation, so that openness to change, embracing new things and new ideas. I think that's essentially a recipe for success, right? Because at the end of the day, we are very lucky to be in an industry where creativity and human connection it's the currency, and it's really what keeps us moving forward. And so regardless of where you are, may it be delivering campaigns and experiences here in the Philippines, or in my case in Central London, what I know for a fact is that, essentially the human need to engage, to play, to connect, to feel inspired, right? It kind of transcends those borders. So I think, again, keeping that open mind in terms of infusing new leading edge technologies within existing current marketing strategies is what will work.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but you are the youngest winner of an award here in the 42nd Agora Award.
I believe so, if not the youngest, one of the youngest Agora awardees. I mean, it's a very humbling experience, of course, just, being around people who have essentially paved the way for young marketers like myself. Earlier on, I just saw a couple of people who have almost been an inspiration, and essentially they've been pillars for the industry, right? So to be able to be in the same room as some of these cornerstones and experts really in the local industry is very humbling. It's also, like a testament to the ability of young marketers like myself to be able to create an impact, especially when given the right platform and the right guidance and mentorship to do so.
Now, that is an amazing take, Bear. Thank you very much. Now, we just want to know, how do we build this inspiration that you were able to have, and what was your inspiration?
I think for me, it was really just this thirst for knowledge. It's that growth mindset, not being complacent, being open to change. I think those were the biggest factors that really allowed me to get to where I am today. The most important thing really is keeping that growth mindset, because regardless of where you are in your career, whether you're starting out or if you're already like in a leadership role, there's always something new to learn from the people that you work with, the brands that you work with. So yeah, I think it's just that being open to embracing change, and at the same time just being steadfast and having that like grit and determination to succeed.
We are very honored because we've really championed Filipino craftsmanship, and we have really championed our partnerships with our clients. So it's a very important honor for us that we are acknowledged with this export marketing.
What do you think are some of the good qualities of Filipino marketers?
Well, we're very family-oriented, meaning we're very close with our clients. So we understand what they need without them telling us. And so with that, we make sure that they get what they want. The longer your client stays with you, I think that's one of the things that, especially in export, because you're not targeting a lot of people, you're just targeting a few companies, kasi nga business to business. So I think one measure is how long the client stays with you. So luckily, one of our oldest clients have been with us around 40 years, and still they are one of our top customers.
I think ang una talaga, the main thing is we find out kung ano talaga problema ng brand. Ano yung tinatawag na business challenge, no? And from there, we try to come up with different solutions, different strategies. Yung pinanghuhugutan namin, pop culture, local insight, and anything that we can leverage on para makatulong sa brand na mag-succeed.
But with the voice, kung ano yung DNA ng brand, no? With the tone na kung ano sila, yun yung ginagawa namin. So, yun naman, pati kung ano yung dream ng client, usually we help them lang naman. Kung ano yung vision ng kliyente. Kasama lang kami. Actually, itong award na to, hindi lang Sa gigil yan, hindi lang sa gigil. It's also
Para sa mga kliyente namin. Salamat.
And bilang isang marketing agency po dito sa Pilipinas with the name Gigil, ano po ang pinakamahalagang aspeto ng inyong iginagawa?
Tingin ko sa amin, it's the opportunity to make a difference for the brands that we work on. No? Yun talaga, na magkaroon ng effect sa either sa sales nila or sa brand health scores nila. On the side, yung mga consumers siyempre mapasaya sa mga campaigns that we develop for them.
This is a very important award. In marketing, this is considered the Oscars in marketing. So, not many people in marketing are able to get an award from Agora. It's the most distinguished, the most sought-after award in this industry. So in that sense, this is a wow award for me. That's the meaning of the award for me. And then of course the impact that it will bring to what I will do next for people who are watching. So look for that something that drives you, that motivates you. It's intrinsic, no? Even if people are not recognizing you. But it's something inside. I don't know if all people have that, but that's the far inside that really propels you, boosts you to run after things that really inspire you, motivate you. And the true test, I would say, like in my case, is even if you don't pay me, I will still do it. So meaning it's not for the money, it's not for the recognition. That's why I wasn't really thinking about getting awards. I just wanted to do it so that I can make impact in the lives of other people, make them more educated, make them better people through education, specifically marketing education.
To all our winners, first and foremost, congratulations to all of you. You've really left a big mark in the marketing industry. You're really the leaders of innovation. Well, winning the award is not the end of it. It's just the beginning. Please keep on being excellent when it comes to your marketing practices. So, maraming salamat din for being, Filipino marketers who try to exceed, excel, and really push for what's good for their brands and of course for the country.
Now we want to know po, what makes a person or a marketer a leader of innovation?
First, you have to define innovation. The simple definition of innovation is an improvement of steps to address problems. It doesn't have to be digital, it doesn't have to be complicated.
Or a new technology.
Yes, diba? You just have to observe what's the customer experience. Tapos from there, you'll be able to establish steps to improve. That already itself is a definition of innovation. So if you are a person who is observant and really addresses the problem, I can call you a marketing innovator already.
Now, for all the people po who are looking forward to receiving an award, what should they think of? Because you did mention that they should be a leader of innovation, definitely. But other than being a leader of innovation, you also said excellence, something about excellence.
In short term, siguro layman's term na lang natin, you are doing your best. And you are trying to exceed a certain standard that is already set by the society, diba? In school, we were never taught of what is the formula for success. Diba? Parang there's no really actual formula for success. But by doing only your best in anything that you do. One of the speech of the winners, which is Gigil, they just, do their best. And, when we come to think of it, there's no really exact formula, but if you do put your best foot forward always, and then you are really, looking to be always the best and at par with the industry, beyond the industry standard, you could be a winner. Diba? So, addressing all the challenges and really becoming a solution to the problem will make you a winner. The difference between Agora Awards and the other competition, I myself, to be frankly, I would be needing, I think, 5 more years to receive this award, even though I'm already the president of the association. Because this award is an award not being bought or anything. This award really sets a standard And that standard is being followed through its 42 years of inception. That's why if you could hear way back on the speech, it's the dream award of every Filipino marketer in the country because it's the most prestigious award and the most difficult award to win.
Our goal is to really highlight and put on center stage our marketing luminaries and marketing enterprise leaders for their outstanding performance in marketing and celebrating the excellence that is Filipino marketing. Filipino marketing is global. You know, it is something worth sharing not just in the confines of the Philippines but all over the world because our Filipino marketers are really world-class. You know, all these campaigns, strategies that we are doing for different companies in different industries, truly deserving for an award such as Agora.
So what would you like to say to those businesses that are aspiring to be awardees?
Well, I think, you know, majority of the Agora Awards are lifetime achievement awards. And it is, until today, from going back to the past 4 decades, remains to be the most coveted marketing awards in the country. So it remains a challenge for my colleagues in the marketing practice, for companies to win the award. But as you may have also heard and noted from a lot of our awardees and even our members of the committee of the Agora Awards, it is not just about the prestige, but the resilience of the winners. The resilience of the winners in getting that award, and how are they even more challenged because they have already gotten the award to beat themselves, do more, be more for our customers. Because after all, everything that we do for every business at that, if we put our customers at the center of it, and that is marketing, we will be able to achieve our goals and we will be successful, whether there is an award or not. One of the challenges is, well, it came as both as a challenge and a blessing for us for this particular season, is that we were totally blown away by the number of nominees that we have gotten for this year. And that is a true testament that a lot of our colleagues out there, companies out there, are still vying to get an Agora Award. So that is a blessing because we have a lot to choose from. But that comes also as a challenge, right? Because we have a lot of companies to evaluate with very limited number of people, because you have to understand that everybody in the Agora Awards Committee in the Philippine Marketing Association are volunteers. Well, we also have our day jobs and our work. So it was a challenge for us to review it, to review them. But there is a silver lining to that, because we were able to immerse ourselves to the intricacies of different marketing practices that we have today, whether that is shared by an individual nominee or a company. So I think that other than that, there are not really much challenge that we have encountered this year. In fact, we are just really happy because we are now able to do it again face to face. The last time that we did this, we were still hybrid, you know, and to see everybody here enjoying themselves with the company of their colleagues and co-marketing practitioners just really makes us happy, and probably makes us all consider the awards a successful one.
Congratulations to all the winners!
Everyone truly deserves the recognition.
A pioneer in marketing, the Philippine Marketing Association is optimistic about the future of marketing in the country. Truly, the Agora Awards bring together the best minds in business, connecting ideas and bridging the gaps.
And this successful event epitomizes the Filipino marketer, is worth recognizing for exhibiting dedication, perseverance, and excellence that contributes to the nation's economy.
This has been Tim Figueroa
And Marco Ramos at the 42nd Agora Awards for
Open for Business.
It is a signal to the world that we are open for business.
We are now open for business. This is Cesar Vallejos bringing you yet another episode to guide you in discovering your passion and growing your business as we learn from experts in the field. Sama-sama tayong matuto sa isa na namang makabuluhang usapan tungo sa pagpapaunlad ng inyong negosyo. Ang Open for Business ay mapapanood nyo rin sa Facebook, sa YouTube. Siguraduhin mag-like at mag-subscribe sa aming social media page at Net25TV. Alamin natin, suriin mula sa mga negosyante, thought leaders at mga personalidad sa iba't ibang larangan ang mga strategies, trends at mahalagang karanasan sa pagninegosyo dahil tayo ay open for business. Stocks, money market, cryptocurrency, properties are just some of the common investment vehicles we are familiar with. There is another investment instrument worth looking into which may yield a good return in terms of financial gains but also societal impact as it helps nano entrepreneurs and MSMEs, the cooperatives. Vince Rapisura, financial guru and a successful social entrepreneur who founded the Social Enterprise Development Partnerships, will let us in the world of cooperatives as an investment vehicle. Learn about the functions of cooperatives and how it helps small entrepreneurs access financing as they open for business. As we ring in the new year and remain hopeful to improve our financial standing, Open for Business discusses wealth management tips with focus on cooperatives. All over the Philippines, there are 18,848 cooperatives in 2020 as per the Cooperative Development Authority. About 10,900 were active. It's high time to get to know cooperatives well and see what opportunities lie ahead in terms of investments. Joining us is an expert in financial education and cooperatives, having formed his own social enterprise development partnerships, or SEDP, which quickly grew as it embraced microfinancing, financial education, and social entrepreneurship. With over 20 years' experience in social enterprise, he has been invited as a speaker in international conferences, including Asia and Europe. He also authored a book on financial literacy called Learning or Earning Wealth, Successful Strategies in Money Management. Please welcome Ariel Vincent Rapisura, President, CEO of SEDP. Salamat sa pagpapaunlak sa amin, Vince. How are you?
Thank you, Cesar. I'm good at maraming salamat din sa invitasyon para sa pag-guest dito sa Open for Business.
Last time that we saw each other was in a Pag-ibig event, and I think you were representing SEDP and you were promoting what's good for the cooperatives when it comes to Pag-ibig. Can you tell us more on the SEDP initiatives as far as Pag-ibig is concerned?
Yeah, in SEDP, what we do talaga is promote what we call social investments. Ito yung tayo ay nag-i-invest with the heart. Hindi lang puro profit yung tinitingnan natin, pero dapat at the same time, nakakatulong tayo sa lower income segments or nakakatulong din tayo sa environment. That's the difference. No? We're focused actually on social investments. And that's where Pag-ibig comes in kasi when we save in Pag-ibig, that's going to be used for housing. And housing is one of the challenges nating mga Pilipino. There's about 6 million backlogs in housing. And that's the same with the cooperative sector. When we save in the cooperative sector, the money will be used to support farmers, mga nano and micro enterprises and small businesses. If you place it in commercial banks, the tycoons will have your money.
Okay, but if you place it in where?
Yeah, in Pag-ibig MP2 or in cooperatives, it will benefit the local economy. It will promote local economic development. So bottom of the pyramid talaga.
Now, Vince, siguro para sa mga gustong makaalam pa, ano ba ang pagkakaiba ng enterprise sa social enterprise?
Yeah.
Di ba? Marami kasing pag sinasabi mong yung iba, social enterprise, ano na to, ito yung may sinasabi nila, ito yung may puso. But you mentioned somehow na mas nakakatulong ito sa nasa laylayan ng lipunan, sabi nga nila. So when you say social enterprise, what exactly it is?
Yung social enterprise is really not just focused on profitability, pero it also has a social and environmental agenda. So, hindi tayo nagde-decide ng mga business decisions. Yung mga business decisions that we make sure that these are not oppressive. We make sure that this will not destroy the environment. So, for example, magpi-business tayo, kikita nga tayo ng malaki dyan, kung pagkain yan, pero nakakasira naman sa health. Maraming preservatives, maraming mga unnatural ingredients. Then you're not really doing your customers good. So, in social enterprise, dapat yung mga decisions natin, hindi lang sa kikita tayo. Tayo dapat nakakatulong at tayo din dapat ay nagpe-preserve ng environment. So, that's the main difference. And the main criteria na para makita natin talaga yung totoong social enterprise is to see how the corporation or the business uses its profit. So, kung yung profit niya ay dinidistribute lang niya sa mga kapitalista, kasi yun yung natin, yung mode, di ba? Hindi siya social enterprise. And that's where the cooperative sector would come in again, because yung cooperatives, ang owners niyan ay yung mga members. So kapag nag-declare ng dividendo yung kooperatiba, yung members ang makikinabang. So marami yung makikinabang, hindi lang yung iilan.
Pero pwede naman sabihin din ng mga malalaking korporasyon. Sabi mo nga, ng tycoons. Sabi nila, meron din naman kaming social purpose. We also have this heart for the society and we give back to the society.
Yeah. But if you ask them whether they would do it if it's not profitable, they won't. But social entrepreneurs will. Kasi yung social mission and environmental agenda is equal to the profitability. O kunwari, sabihin natin yung mga big corporations, can you go into this market pero break even ka lang?
Ayaw nila yun.
Ayaw nila yun.
So, pag sa social enterprise, pwede yun.
Pwede yun, yes.
But, di ba, based on SDGs, di ba, United Nations, parang 17 ba yun? With that 17, even the largest corporations now have special reports on this impact to the planet, environment.
Right.
So, how would you explain that?
Actually, good yun, that they're trying to adopt it. Pero there's also plenty of studies that the report is just there for compliance. Actually, may term nga na ginagamit dyan. It's greenwashing. They're saying na, they're environmentally sound. Pero actually, when you dig deeper, hindi talaga. There's also an accounting system that does this. Pero those who are in the consulting world, sinuri nila kung tama ba yung reporting nila on governance, environment, and the social side. Hindi pa rin talaga nagmamaterialize. So, it looks nice on paper, but in reality, hindi siya okay.
So, parang lip service lang, parang ganun. Parang medyo maganda lang sa report. Hindi ba, Vince, marami kang nakakaaway ng mga malalaking kapitalista dahil sa yung mga pananaw?
Actually, ang ginagawa ko is to try to make them understand that if you take care of your market, and if you make your practices more sustainable, it's actually more profitable. I'll give you an example. During the pandemic, we're into the cooperative sector, so we do financing. Pero yung financing namin sa SEDP is not through loans. Kasi when we talk about financing, parang nagpapautang ka, ganun yung pumapasok. So sa amin, we shifted the paradigm. Instead of a creditor-debtor relationship yung ginagawa ng co-op namin, what we do is sabi namin, hindi, we're business partners. So we call them kanegosyo.
Kasi pagkakaiba nun, pag nagpapautang ka, may nagbabayad.
Yes.
So ito naman, kapag business partner, malugi ka, malugi kayo pareho.
Malugi
Pag
kami
kumita-
pareho. At ang mas mahalaga sa amin ay, tutulungan ka namin humanap ng paraan para makabangon ka ulit. Because kapag tutulungan ka namin na makabangon ulit, edi masaya, marami akong kliyente. Yung iba kasi, yung traditional financing kasi is, delinquent ka na. Yun yung tawag nila dyan eh. So,
pag delinquent ka, hindi ka na nagbabayad.
Hindi ka na nagbabayad. Tapos sisingilin na yung sa'yo, mag-foreclose ka na nila.
Maiilit na yung mga
yung
properties mo.
So, nahihirapan ka na magbayad ng utang, ibabaon ka pa nila. That's the traditional, conventional finance, no? But sa amin, what takes precedence is yung tao. Yun yung importante. So, hahanap kami ng paraan para makabayad siya. During the pandemic also, what happened was, di ba nag-lockdown? Kami, hindi na kami nag-charge ng interest during the period na nag-lockdown. Kasi most of the, if not all, no, the financing companies, chinarge pa rin nila ng interest yung mga may utang. Maski yung mga mahihirap, chinarge pa rin nila. So, ako sabi ko, ayokong ikayaman yung kahirapan ng iba. Kahirapan ng iba, di ba? It's precisely that. Ayoko yun. So, sabi ko, no, we're not going to collect. So, we had a hit of about, in those 2.5 months siguro, ang losses namin ay umabot ng 16 million. Pero,
Yun ang tanong ko. Yung iba kasi, parang they did good and then eventually it did well for them.
Yes.
Ano yung napala ninyo doon? Kung if your losses during that time was about 16M, what happened?
So, nabalitaan sa community na, yung yung SEDP of natin o yung SEDP kanegosyo natin, hindi pala siya nagdagdag ng karagdagang interest, no? During that time na naka-lockdown tayo. So, naramdaman nila yung care ng organization. And so, now, it's easy for us to expand at kami yung linalapitan ng mga members. So, it generated natural marketing for us. Yun yung difference ng social enterprise sa traditional na business.
Okay. Napaliwanag na natin, Vince, yung social enterprise. At lagi nating binabanggit at ang topic natin ngayon ay kooperatiba. Yung sinasabi mo, yung traditional business, ang kumikita yung mga may-ari lang. Pero pagdating sa kooperatiba, ang dividendo napupunta sa mga miyembro ng kooperatiba. So, ibig sabihin, parang feeling mini tycoon ka din kasi ikaw yung nakakakuha ng mga dividendo.
Right.
Maraming types ang kooperatiba, di ba? Parang I read, di ba, out of the 18,848 yun. According to CDA, may 10,000 active. Ano tong mga to? Ano ang klase ng mga kooperatiba?
So marami yung mga savings and credit cooperative. I think most are multi-purpose cooperatives, so they can go into a lot of businesses, no kinds of businesses. May mga transport cooperatives, there are also workers cooperatives. Ang difference kasi ng cooperatives is we bond together to help each other, no? And we create a business out of that. We share in the profits and losses. Kapag traditional business kasi, mangangapital tayo para kumita. That's the purpose. Pero sa kooperatiba, yung sense of community talaga mas malalim. Kaya usually kapag titignan mo yung mga types of cooperatives like sa transportation sector, talagang yung mga members ng kooperatibang yan, mga tricycle drivers, jeepney drivers, they're bonding together to be able to run the business more efficiently. At kapag kumita sila, paghahati-hatian nila yon yung benefits.
Okay. So, ito, based dun sa research, may credit, cooperative bank, producer cooperative, multipurpose, other types of cooperatives. Sino-sino yung mga players na yan? So ito ba yung parang, okay, we have a common interest, we bond ourselves together, and saan dapat ito na i-register? Paano pag ayaw mo na? Things like that. You know, how do you go into the process of forming a cooperative or earning from it and you know, what's your exit strategy din dyan? Parang meron din bang ganon?
Actually, yung forming ng cooperative, minimum of 15 cooperators ang dapat na meron tayo dyan. And you have to register it with the Cooperative Development Authority. To earn from it, you can be a member. So usually, may pre-membership education seminar. Unlike, for example, when you open a bank account sa bank, wala na, di ba? You just sign the documents, give your ID, that's it. Sa cooperative sector, may pre-membership education seminar. So, i-orient ka ng kooperatiba, what the mission and vision is, ano yung products and services, and how it works. And usually, you can earn by becoming a saver and providing share capital in the cooperative. So, ako, no, ang framework ko sa pagpili ng kooperatiba, or actually in any kind of investment, I have a framework. I call it the SEXY framework.
Sounds sexy.
Sounds
Okay.
sexy.
S.
S is for secure, no? So, it should be
Okay.
secure. For the, yan yung pinakauna. So, in the cooperative sector, to make sure na...
Secure in the sense na, ano yun?
Yung pag naglagay ka ng deposit mo or ng share capital mo ay hindi mawawala yung pera mo. Oo. So, secure siya to quickly determine kung okay yung cooperative. Kasi sabi mo nga 10,000 lang yung active. Actually, dun sa active na yan, I'd say mga nasa 1,000 lang talaga yung okay.
Okay.
In the same manner, ganun din naman sa mga corporations, no? I think there are
dami
rin,
nakarehistro.
Pero yung magagaling, okay, mga 1,000 lang talaga. So, for the security side, I look for cooperatives that are at least 10 years in existence. They own their headquarters. Hindi sila...
So, may opisina ito.
Oo. Pagmamayari nila, hindi nagre-rent lang. No? And then yung pangatlo is, I look at the score of their Co-op Pesos score, which is a score that the Cooperative Development Authority gives when they audit the cooperative.
What is score like? Is it from 1 to 10?
It's
or parang...
from 1 to 100. So, ang score dapat ay 80 points and above.
Okay.
So, yun
and then
yung
this
pagpili.
is basically coming from the CDA.
Yes.
So if it's 80, pasado ka.
Yes.
So parang may mga parameters yun.
Yung 80 ay very good na yun. No? I think yung pasado is 70. Okay. So parang grade din sa school.
So parang may mga ano yun, parang areas where you have a specific score.
Yes.
Okay.
Ayun. So these are the three main indicators or quick indicators that I use to determine whether this cooperative would be a good candidate for placing my savings or share capital investment.
Okay.
No? So that's the secure side. And then sexy, E is for encashability or liquidity. So dapat madaling i-convert into cash kung nag-save or nag-invest ka sa kanila. So that one. And then yung X, I call it the X factor. The X factor is social and environmental agenda. So that's the X factor investing.
When you say social and environmental agenda, ano yun?
Objectives.
Kasi parang ito ba yung sinasabing, ano dapat yung mga materials ng produkto mo, organic, mga ganyan.
Well, hindi naman necessaryong organic. Yung mga okay naman
or hindi nakakasira
sa kalikasan.
Yes,
oo. So for example, mag-i-invest ba ako sa minahan na nagpa-follow ng rules para ma-preserve yung environment?
Pero kung alam natin, hindi naman din bawal ang minahan. Basta huwag lang makasira sa kalikasan. Or meron siyang mitigating
measures. No? O kaya, renewable energy ka na lang.
Yes.
Doon na lang tayo sa renewable energy, mag-invest. Sa mga ganun siya. Yung social side is, we have to make sure na hindi oppressive. Like for example, mababa yung presyo ng mga produkto nila, pero below minimum wage pala magpasahod. Di ba? So, nakatipid tayo, pero at the expense of the employees. So these are the things that we take a look at in terms of the X factor side. No?
And then we go to Y.
Y, So, yun yung pagtingin ko sa security and cashability X factor. And then, panghuli talaga yung Y, which is yield, no? Or yung returns. So, bago mo paisipin yung kikitain mo, you have to make sure na secure and cashable at may X factor yung investment product or savings product mo before you take a look at the yield. Kasi usually, ang mga Pilipino, kapag nagtatanong ng investment, ang unang tanong ay, magkano bang kikitain ko dyan? Sabihin ko 30%. Pero bukas wala na ako. 'Di ba? Kaya kailangan ang titingnan mo muna, secure ba 'yan? Safe ba 'yan? Na madali bang i-convert into cash at may X factor ba 'yan, no? Social and environmental bago yung yield.
But Vince, the way you explain it, we also see that in corporations. Paano ang pagkakaiba? Ano ang pagkakaiba ng isang korporasyon sa isang kooperatiba? Kasi di ba, sabi mo nga, sa cooperative, meron din siyang member cooperatives. Parang yun yung board or yun yung investor. And it's with CDA. So parang magkaiba sila ng pinagre-rehistruhan o government body that handles or that regulates it. So what is the difference between a corporation and a cooperative?
So, yung corporation, ang main na nagpapatakbo sa kanya talaga is profitability. Like us, we also have corporations, pero doon sa mission and vision statement namin, talagang nakalagay doon na we are a social enterprise, pero ang embodiment niya ay corporation. So, ang main difference talaga, for example, member ako ng co-op, no? Bumili ako ng produkto ng kooperatiba, yung pagbili ko na yan doon sa kooperatiba, at the end of the year, titignan na yung financial statements ng kooperatiba at magkakaroon ng tinatawag na patronage refund. Yung patronage refund is a rebate to me based doon sa kinita ng kooperatiba. Tapos, aside from that, may kita pa yung kooperatiba, may dividend pa ako as a member. Pero sa corporation, sa traditional business, when you buy a product, that's it. You don't get any patronage refund or you don't get any dividends.
So, in short, parang mas maraming insentibo or benepisyo para sa mga kooperatiba. Pero ang tanong, hindi ba yung mga korporasyon may mga sarili din silang kooperatiba? I'm just asking all these questions because you know, these are some of the questions that I gathered also from pre-interviews.
Yeah, hindi totoo naman, no? At usually, sa totoo lang, in big corporations, nagfo-form ng cooperative para may pang-mitigate sa management ng corporation. In a sense, parang yung cooperative na fino-form ng mga corporations are for the employees of the corporation. The employees of the corporation, they band together. Sasabihin nila, or we were going to save together and use that money to invest para mapalaki pa. Usually, ganun yung forma ng mga kooperatiba in the corporate sector.
Maganda itong tanong na to. Isa sa katangian ng kooperatiba ay ang pagyakap sa mga maliit pa sa maliit na negosyante. Ang mga nano-entrepreneurs or nanopreneurs, as SEDP has coined the term. In fact, even our president is pushing for nano-entrepreneurs to be recognized as contributor to the economy. How are cooperatives beneficial to nano-entrepreneurs, especially to those who rely on financing via 5-6?
Yung mga nano-enterprises, actually, they can benefit from cooperatives kasi the cooperative sector was primarily made, no? Yung essence ng Republic Act 9520 natin ay nasa social reform agenda eh. And yung social reform agenda natin, ang pinakagusto niya talaga is poverty alleviation. And that's where nano-enterprises belong. Kaya kapag nagde-design ng mga products and services sa mga cooperatives, talagang madali para sa mga nano-enterprises. For example, when they apply for loans for their business, simple lang yung mga document requirements. Yung ibang cooperative nga, ang alam ko lang na requirement nila ay barangay certificate. Tapos, mag-apply ka na, they do the credit and background investigation, and if they find you worthy, then you have the capital for your business. You can't do that in banks. Mahirap yan gawin ng mga bangko.
Pero kung ganito kadami at kaganda yung benepisyo ng kooperatiba, bakit kakaunti lang? Sabi mo nga, from 10,000, ang active dyan, ang talagang magaling dyan, 1,000. Why only 1,000? What's your insight on that?
As I mentioned a while ago, no, parang there's about 1,000 cooperatives. But if you take a look at the co-op membership in the Philippines, there are about 10.2 million Filipinos who are members no, of the cooperative sector.
So maaaring kaunti lang pero madaming miyembro.
Madaming miyembro. At saka yung 10.2 million na yan, if you take a look at the working age natin, no? Kung titingnan natin yung ating eligible na for the election, so 18 and above, mga nasa 40 million lang yan eh. So, if you take a look at that, 40 million versus 10.2 million na membership, significant naman yung numbers. No? So, yung in terms of reach, madami.
Saan marami ang cooperatives? Parang in terms of geographics yan, parang saan sila? Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, kalat-kalat din ba yan?
Kalat-kalat yan, madami yan. In fact, if they go to my website, no, vincerapisura.com, or i-google nila, Vince Rapisura, and then top co-ops in the Philippines, gumawa ako ng listahan ng top 3 cooperatives per province. Kasi laging tinatanong sa akin saan ba magandang kooperatibang tingnan? Yan, that's the easy list to go. No? Marami tayong mga makikita na ganyan. So for example, in Batangas, meron dyan cooperative. No? They're into egg layers, agriculture, meron silang feed mill, may grocery sila. If you go to Mindanao, madami din yan, mga agri-based co-ops. No? Mga producer organizations. Even in Visayas, ganyan din. Usually, ang maraming members ng mga kooperatiba nasa agri-sector, mga farmers.
So, may mga pagkakataon din ba, Vince, na okay, ganda nitong kooperatiba namin. Parang may chances din ba na, sige, why don't we convert it into a corporation? May ganun ba? Or talagang maiiba na yung struktura, yung sistema kapag naging korporasyon?
I think mag-iiba talaga siya. At parang the way that the cooperative is structured, ibang-iba siya Kasi, di ba ang highest governing body sa corporation yung board of directors? So may board of directors din yung cooperative. Pero yung board of directors, kailangan ipa-approve niya sa General Assembly lahat ng policies. And the General Assembly is composed of the whole membership. So, napaka-democratic niya talaga. So, kunwari, may inapprove na yung board, no? Tapos, inangat nila sa General Assembly. Ang sabi ng General Assembly, hindi yan pwede. Walang magagawa yung board.
Hindi katulad sa korporasyon na pag okay sa board,
Actually,
yun na yun.
Kung okay sa may pinakamalaking kapital,
yes, the largest share.
Yung the largest share. Ito, sa cooperative kasi, one person, one vote yan. So regardless kung ang share capital mo ay 1,000 pesos versus 1 million pesos, pag nagkita-kita sa General Assembly, pareho lang tayo na one vote.
So technically, pag kooperatiba, lang siya, maliliit lang din na grupo. Parang sabi mo nga, para makapagbuo ka, 15 ang members. Minimum.
Oo.
Pero
15.
sa isang kooperatiba, gaano yung pinakamalaki? Ilan ang members niyan?
Ang pinakamalaki, on average, ang mga nakikita ko, na yung mga top performer talaga ng mga cooperatives, mga nasa 100,000 to 200,000 members sila.
Puntahan naman natin yung paano tayo kikita dyan. Like say, from a financial standpoint, what are the key considerations for investors looking to invest in cooperatives in terms of risk and potential returns?
When you invest in a cooperative, if you are purely motivated with the returns, then the cooperative investment is not for you. Okay? Kasi when you become a investor in the cooperative, you enter into the membership. Importante that you understand that you are going to belong to that community. Hindi ka passive investor. Diba? Hindi
participative ka. Talagang very active ka.
Kasi may boto ko nga diba? So, ma-participate ka sa General Assembly, ganyan. So, I just want to emphasize that, na kapag tayo nag-invest sa kooperatiba, we have to make sure na we're entering into a community with the rest. No? So, paano natin malalaman yung, yung kooperatiba na okay? So, as I mentioned a while ago, dapat 10 years in existence na sila, they own their headquarters, and Co-op Peso score of at least 80 points. No? Tapos, depende na sa'yo kung anong klaseng kooperatiba yung gusto mong salihan.
But in this case, parang do you also reject memberships? Or kunyari, like say for example, kung sige, nag-invest siya, pero very passive naman siya. So parang can he booted out as a member of the cooperative?
Yeah, it would entirely depend on the articles of cooperation and bylaws niya. There are cooperatives, for example, that they're only limited to a certain group or a certain geography. So for example, I register my cooperative and I only get a license from the CDA to operate in Metro Manila. So if you live outside of Metro Manila, i-reject nila talaga yung application mo, no? Or merong mga mga closed cooperatives ang tawag din nila yan, no? So let's say for example lang pang fisherman ito, no? If you're not a fisherman, then you cannot become a member of that cooperative. So may mga ganun din na
so parang titingnan mo talaga yung bylaws nung ng kooperatiba. Okay. So halimbawa, ako ay maliit na negosyante. So parang sa palagay ko makakatulong sa akin yung kooperatiba. Ano yung gagawin ko? Do I have to enter my individual name or my small business to that cooperative, or you can do two things at the same time?
In the Philippines, only individuals can become members. So, hindi pwedeng mga juridical personalities lang like corporations or your business.
So talagang pangalan mo. Oo,
dapat.
ikaw yan.
Oo.
But you see that. I'm sure there are MSMEs who are registered, whose owners are registered as individuals in the cooperatives.
Yeah.
So they get the best of both worlds. Parang ganun ba?
So they get they become a member of the cooperative and they put up their business. That's totally fine. Wala namang kaso doon.
Pero, kung magana sa selection process nyo rin yun, ano ang maitutulong ng individual na ito sa kooperatiba? Parang ganyan.
Pwede rin, no? Actually, mas yun yung titignan din natin. Di ba yung community nga kasi siya. So rather than what will I get from that cooperative, ano yung
maitutulong mo para sa kooperatiba. Sige, pumunta tayo doon sa financial strategies na. Isa sa mga nabasa namin ay napag-aaralan ang pagpapayaman. So ngayon, paano kayayaman sa kooperatiba? I know that you have these social initiatives. I know that you are after the environment, you're after the impact of the cooperative to the environment and to the planet and to the well-being, to the community. Kasi siyempre importante yung why din doon sa sexy mo.
Totoo naman.
So ano yung yield doon? So paano kikita?
Right. So if I compare, I started investing in the cooperative sector in 2005. So I select strong cooperatives where I place share capital, and consistently I've been getting 6% to 12% dividend tax-free from those investments.
Compared
to my stock market investment
na ano nakukuha mo doon?
Taas baba siya.
So kung 6 to 12, ano yung traditional?
Dito sa stock investing, it could go as high as 50% in a year. But it could also go negative. Negative 30 yata yung pinaka.
So ang pipiliin mo yung consistent na.
Yes, kasi alam mo, Cesar, ang sinasabi ko nga, yung pag-i-invest, ang strategy mo dyan parang pag-ibig. It should be consistent and predictable, di ba? hindi yung roller coaster ride tulad ng sa stock market.
Sa bagay, sabi naman nila sa stock market, ito ang ilalabas mo dyan, yung talagang pera mo na mawala man yan, hindi sasamang loob mo.
Kaya,
diba?
At yan din yung mga fina-flag ko na sinasabi, no? Kasi sino ba naman yung tao na may kakayahan na okay lang mawala ang pera niya? Hindi
pero dapat ang mindset mo nga daw ganun dahil alam mong volatile siya. Alam mong magne-negative 30 siya minsan.
Kaya sinasabi ko na mali ang ganong pananaw.
Okay. So pakipaliwanag.
Yun, di ba? Kasi di ba, parang pinagpapaguran natin ito tapos sasabihin mo okay lang na mawala. Hindi. You guard it with all your might, di ba?
Yes.
So it's not to say that I don't have stock investments. I do. Pero if I compare it, yung 2005 ko na investment na 1 million, now in the stock market, it's 3.81 million. Not bad, but 2005 to 2023.
Ikumpara natin ngayon dito
sa co-op investing na puro lang siya pataas, walang maski nung pandemic hindi ako nag-loss. Yung share capital investment ko na 1 million nung 2005, it's now 8.2 million pesos. Mas okay siya sa akin kasi alam ko na yung pera ko doon sa kooperatiba nakakatulong sa community. At the same time, natutulungan ako.
So, posible na yung isang individual papasok sa isa o maraming mga kooperatiba. Basta maging participative siya, hindi siya passive. Tapos, at the same time, makakaasa siya ng ganung yield. So, pwede yun.
Yes, oo.
Wow, interesting. Sa librong isinulat mo, sinasabi mo na ang pagyaman ay napag-aaralan. Can you share some more of your financial tips for our viewers, especially in the area of investing?
When we make the investment, we have to always make sure that the purpose, the why, why you are investing is answered. Okay? Kasi kung ang gusto mo lang ay magkaroon ng pera, malabong goal yun No? It doesn't excite me really, no? Because a lot of people can just do that. Pero if you're saying na, okay, itong investment na ito ang pang-retirement. Okay, itong investment na ito dapat ay gagamitin ko pang patayo ng bahay, pagpaaral sa aking anak. If you take a look at those, purpose, kaya mo ba talagang ilagay yan sa isang investment na pwede kang malugi? The answer is no, right? So out na agad yung stock market for me kasi pwede kang malugi,
pwede
di ba?
kang malugi
So
doon.
you go into safer investments. So for retirement, ganyan, para sa akin dyan, yung SSS natin. Kasi yung SSS natin, marami, minamaliit yan, ganyan. Pero actually, wala pa akong nakitang private pension product na tatalo sa SSS with the amount that you contribute.
Ano ba example ang may invest mo doon sa SSS?
Yung SSS contribution
yes.
natin, that's one. So that's the regular SSS.
Okay, yeah.
And then there's what we call the WISP, the Workers Investment Savings Program. As outside na yun ng regular, pero may counterpart pa rin yung employer mo kung ikaw ay employed. And then there is a self-managed one, which is what we call the WISP Plus. Ito, voluntary na talaga siya to augment your retirement. Kumbaga, parang ito ay some sort of 401k natin na equivalent ng US. No? So you can contribute as much as you want. So the reason I like that is because napaka-safe niya. It's a government agency. May may guarantee coming from the government na kapag nalugi ang SSS ay sasagipin yan ng gobyerno. You don't get that from private companies. No? Number 2 ay Pag-ibig MP2, as I mentioned a while ago. Yun yung mga yun for retirement. So lagi mong iisipin, para saan ba itong investment na ito? Kasi kung hindi malinaw yung why mo in your investment,
maaaring mali yung solusyon mo or yung paglalagakan mo ng pera. Okay, we're done with the retirement halimbawa. Kasi sinabi mo nga marami yun. It could be SSS, maraming option. Ano pa yung iba? Halimbawa, sabihin natin, pagpapatayo ng bahay. Saan ka?
So, sa pagpapatayo ng bahay, unahin mo yung pag-ibig, na maglagay ka ng contribution doon. Kasi, ang pinakamaganda sa pag-ibig kasi, you only have to put up 5% of the property that you want to build, yung bahay na papagawa mo. So, kunwari, 1 million pesos yan, yung bahay mo, mag-ipon ka ng 50,000 pesos, na savings. Yun yung equity mo kay Pag-ibig.
Kunyari, kung may 50,000 ang naipon mo, mga magkano yung mahihiram mo sa Pag-ibig sa halagang 50,000?
Hindi siya nakadepend dun sa savings mo, Nakadepend pa rin siya sa capacity to pay mo.
Yun.
So, yun, So, usually, if I'm not mistaken, basta yung magiging monthly mo sa pagbabayad sa kanya, hindi lalagpas ng 30% ng kinikita mo.
Okay.
So kung kumikita ka ng 20,000 pesos per month, dapat pag nagbabayad ka na ng amortization mo sa kanya, hindi lalagpas ng 6,000 pesos.
So may matitira pa rin sa'yo?
Yes.
Halimbawa, gusto mo paaralin yung anak mo, ano naman investment ang pupuntahan mo?
Okay. So depende sa time horizon. Kung bata pa, yung anak mo, okay ako to go into real estate investing, Kasi maganda yung rental income at may pagbata pa, mahaba pa yung PC, pwede ka pang bumawi, Pero pag kunwari mga 5 years na lang, magka-college na siya, retail treasury bonds, retail dollar bond, Pag-ibig MP2 is still good. Time deposit from rural banks and cooperatives, kasi di hamak na mas malaki yung interest rate na makukuha mo sa kanila. Sa rural bank, pag nilagay mo yung time deposit mo sa kanila na 5 years plus 1 day, it's tax-free. So, yun, wala nang withholding tax na 20%.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ito naman, Vince, kasi maraming nanonood sa atin ng mga MSMEs, yung mga may maliliit na negosyo. Kaya sabihin nila, kailangan ko pa ng additional na kapital. Saan naman sila kukuha ng investments?
Co-op yan, Yan yung pinaka-okay. Kasi kapag sa co-op, nagpa-member tayo, mas madali tayong makakuha ng capital for our business. Usually, kapag nano or micro enterprise ka, napakadaling kumuha ng capital for business sa kooperatiba kumpara sa bangko. Mas kakaunti yung document requirements.
Ano lang? Kasi siyempre sa bangko baka ang dami. Daming papel.
I think kung ang kailangan mong kapital ay mga hanggang 50,000 pesos, government ID plus barangay certificate, okay na, ika-credit and background investigation ka na
sa
nila.
kooperatiba.
Sa kooperatiba.
Pag sa bangko,
kailangan mo ng bank statement, kailangan mo ng business registration, ipapakita mo, mga ITR mo, di ba?
Thank you very much, Vince. And I'm sure there's a lot of things. We hope that we invite you again so that you can explain the other advantages of investing in cooperatives, giving back to the community,
Right.
helping the community, and making sure that the environment is safe because of all these initiatives and the special structure, that is observed in cooperative development. What advice would you give to individuals or investors interested in aligning their investments with social impact through cooperatives?
Just follow yung my framework for investing, which is what I call the sexy investment. So security and cashability, the X factor for social impact, and then before we think of the yield. Lagi kong sinasabi yan, at the end of the day, kasi whether you invest it in the stock market or in the cooperative, may chance of loss talaga yan. No? May risk talaga dyan. Pero I take comfort na if I lose my money in the cooperative sector, I know where my money went. It didn't go to some tycoon or taipan's pocket. It went to the nano enterprises.
So meron din ba, Vince, tayo sa industriya ng kooperatiba na talagang masasabi natin mga successful na names dun sa cooperatives? Meron bang mga dating cooperative member na ngayon ay tycoon na?
Wala pa akong kilala.
Ikaw pa lang.
Hindi. Actually,
so paano yun? To create wealth, di ba? Eventually, you go into that status.
Yeah, I know. Pero I think iyan din yung itinuturo ng cooperative sector. Hindi dapat excessive wealth. So, ang goal ay hindi ka maging tycoon, taipan. That's not the goal. The goal is for everyone to have a convenient and happy life.
And which is related to your poverty alleviation initiatives na kailangan makahango sa kahirapan.
Yes, oo.
Madaling sabihin yun, poverty alleviation. Pero in your case, ano yung basic minimum ba ang tawag doon na parang wala ka na sa kahirapan?
Sa akin, you have a sense of security of your own home, may sarili kang pabahay. And that's what we're doing in SEDVI. No? We have socialized housing. Mayroon ka ding access sa maayos na healthcare system. We have our universal healthcare law, pero kulang na kulang pa. I think dapat talaga mapaigting pa yan. No? And then, mayroon tayong sapat na kita para tayo makakain, makapag-aral, at magkaroon ng maayos na buhay. Yun yung nakakaangat sa kahirapan.
Wow, I think that's the best way to end this conversation. Thank you so much, Vince. And bago tayo matapos, saan kanila matatawagan, saan kanila mahahanap, at kung may mga pagtatanong pa tungkol sa kooperatiba, where can they find you?
Yeah, so they can visit my website, vincerapisura.com, and they can also follow and subscribe to my YouTube channel and my Facebook page. It's Vince Rapisura also.
Open for Business. We'll be back. Stay with us. Open for Business is at the helm. Media uncertainty in the U.S. Executives and investors in the entertainment and telecommunications industries in the U.S. are forecasting a disappointing year. That is, unless some good things come out at the end of the actors and writers strike, as well as the boost in advertising dollars in the presidential election. Major companies have cut thousands of jobs and costs to drive free cash flow and pay debt. Such moves could slow down investment interests. Pinag-aaralan ng malalaking kumpanya sa Amerika ang gusto ng mga investors kasunod ng pag-usbong ng subscription streaming noong mga taong 2020 at 2021. Ayon sa isang entertainment law firm sa US, ang 2024 ay inaasahang magiging paghahanda lamang sa harapin ng industriya sa 2025 sa halip na maglatag ng mga pagbabago. Ang tatlong factors, interest rates, regulatory policy at overall growth prospects. Usap-usapan din ang pagbibenta sa ilang mga kumpanyang may hawak sa mga kilalang entertainment institutions na maaring magresulta pa sa pagbibenta ng cable networks sa mga pribadong grupo. Chief executives are looking forward to the result of the U.S. presidential election, which could give room for a new regulatory policy allowing easier consolidation and merging. At present, it is feared that regulatory leaders appointed by President Joe Biden won't look at the combination of cable and wireless assets. Time is running out though, and the numbers don't lie. Traditional TV subscribers in the US are dropping by the millions. Industries around the world will watch closely how the US can turn this uncertainty around and stay open for business.
There's no let-up when it comes to recognizing the best in business. This time, we will meet leaders who are transformational and motivational. Here at the first ever edition of the Business Manual CEO Award, we spoke to the exceptional men and women who disrupted the business landscape.
These awards here tonight, Business Manual, the publication is all about sharing the successful stories of our entrepreneurs and businessmen. Tonight is our award ceremony where we choose literally the best of the best transformative business leaders who inspire us not just in the realms of business, but also in the realms of social-civic activity and their personal lives. And these are really the people who were judged to be the best of the best in the country. We want to be able to transform the country, and how we transform the country is telling people these are the best leaders in the country whom you should emulate. That's what we want to show by these awards ceremonies. You'll see the leaders we go, it's inclusive, it's different industries, but in the end, each one has a great story to tell. Each one is somebody who's become successful, and it's this success we want to share with everybody else so that they're also inspired to become very successful in their own right.
What moment in your career has most inspired you to push for excellence and lead with purpose?
Well, that was our main unique selling proposition. We had to really come up with a different quality ice cream for us to separate us from what was being available in the market. So yun yung namin, yun yung unique selling proposition namin. So from the start, it was already very different. I think it's important to motivate people not only with monetary compensation, but also giving them a lot of support. I think treating them also like family is very important. Kasi pag alam ng tao na the company cares for them, iba yung trabaho nila.
Could you give us some advice po on how CEOs can effectively empower and motivate their team to achieve peak performance po?
I think the most important thing is, first of course, to hire the right people with the right values, because you can train anyone to be good, but if you don't have the heart and you don't think in the same way, your culture is different, it's going to be very difficult.
You know, that's very important on how you motivate your people, on how you can inspire them to work hard, and of course, you cannot finish any projects without your team.
I think in terms of a role, leadership is about servanthood. That's your function as a CEO. You need to serve, you need to assist, and if people feel that you're supporting them, they will improve, they will be encouraged to improve their performance. I don't really know how I got this award, but I think you have the vision, you want to make it happen, you build your team together, and you make extraordinary results.
To be a leader, somebody must be following you, not by force, but voluntarily or wanting to follow you. So make sure you take care of the people around you. Be very open, very transparent about your plans. Talk about your plans always, especially if your plans are about taking care of others, you have a strong mission, then people will start to gravitate in wanting to follow you because they can see something that they will learn from you also.
Our future plans are to make sure that we share more stories, not just of successful business people here in Metro Manila or Luzon or NCR. I want to share the stories of people from Luzon, from Visayas, our OFWs, our second generation Filipinos from other parts of the world, because they're all very inspiring. And we want to inspire more Filipinos to become just as successful as they are.
Congratulations to all the awardees. And to many of us who are spectators in this excellence, let us go back in our trenches and turn ideas into empires, just like these CEOs. Just like them, Let's be the CEOs of our own destinies, rewriting the rules, breaking boundaries, and leaving our own dazzling impact on the world. I am Marco Ramos for Open for Business.
And the buzzword of the week is microfinance, also called microcredit, is a type of banking service provided to low-income individuals or groups who otherwise wouldn't have access to financial services. Growing your money through investments or diversifying your portfolio entails a thorough due diligence before investing, even in cooperatives. As with other investment instruments, assessing the cooperative's financial health, governance structure, track record, and the risks involved is essential. Additionally, understanding the liquidity, potential returns, and the social impact of the investment are critical factors in making an informed decision. And just like any investment, there are risks. So consider your financial goals, risk tolerance, and investment horizon in determining whether investing in cooperatives aligns with your overall investment strategy. And with that, our quote for the week is, "Cooperatives are a more democratic form of enterprise that can function in a way that benefits both members and the community." That's according to artist Heather Day. Thank you so much, Vince. Maraming salamat sa iyo at maraming salamat sa isang oras na pagsama ninyo sa amin upang tunghayan ang isang makabuluhang usapan ukol sa negosyo dito lang sa Open for Business. Hanggang sa susunod na linggo, samahan nyo kaming muli dito sa Open for Business. Catch us too on Facebook and YouTube. Like and subscribe on our social media page at Net25 TV. We will bring you more insights from industry experts, thought leaders, CEOs, and featured SMEs. Together, let us help encourage business development in the Philippines, sharpen your business acumen, feel the pulse, and set the trend for as long as you're informed and open for business. Ito po si Cesar Vallejos. Marami pong salamat.
It is a signal to the world that we are open for business.
We are now open for business. This is Cesar Vallejos bringing you yet another episode to guide you in discovering your passion and growing your business as we learn from experts in the field. Sama-sama tayong matuto sa isa na namang makabuluhang usapan tungo sa pagpapaunlad ng inyong negosyo. Ang Open for Business ay mapapanood nyo rin sa inyong Facebook, sa YouTube. Siguraduhin mag-like at mag-subscribe sa aming social media page at Net25 TV. Alamin natin, suriin mula sa mga negosyante, thought leaders at mga personalidad sa iba't ibang larangan ang mga strategies, trends at mahalagang karanasan sa pagninegosyo dahil tayo ay open for business. Ang mga misis at ina ng mga tahanan ay kayang-kayang pagsabayin ang pag-aasikaso sa pamilya at ang pagsulong ng sariling karera, advokasya at pati na pagninegosyo. On this episode, we focus on married women's pursuit of the glory of being crowned as Mrs. Universe. From 2019 Mrs. Universe Philippines, Charo Laude herself. Juggling her roles as a wife and mother, she is spearheading the Mrs. Universe Philippines Foundation as National Director, empowering wives, one title at a time. Entrepreneurial spirit, determination, and unwavering belief in the power of women are some of the things that our guests embody. As National Director for Mrs. Universe Philippines Foundation, and as a beauty title holder herself, who will delve into her remarkable journey exploring the inception of Mrs. Universe in the country, the challenges she has overcome, and the incredible stories of transformation and empowerment that have unfolded under her leadership for the renowned pageant. Please welcome a wife, mother of 3, singer, actress, entrepreneur, and more, Mrs. Charo Laude. Welcome to Open for Business. Ms. Charo, while introducing you, we have seen the change of how we look at married women. Siyempre, ang naririnig lang namin, Miss Universe. But here comes Mrs. Universe. Una, bago ko tanungin yung tungkol sa Mrs. Universe, paano niyo po nakita yung pagbabago ng role ng mga kababaihan, lalo na yung mga misis or ina ng tahanan kung tawagin natin?
Nagsimula yan in my own personal experience talaga. Kasi during my time na, syempre, nung age natin, nung mga bata pa tayo, nag-artista ako during that time eh. I joined also Binibini during that time. Then, nag-stop because nag-asawa ko, nagkaroon ng family. Parang unfinished business na hindi natin natupad during nung time natin. Ngayon, nakita ko talaga malaki yung changes. Especially now, I'm the National Director of Mrs. Universe Philippines. This is a platform actually to amplify the voices of the women. Makikita mo talaga yung changes sa kanila eh. Especially yung mga nanay ngayon na bago talaga because of Mrs. Universe. Kasi like our tagline, empowering the women of today and inspiring the children of tomorrow. So, being a mother, it's a tandem between the mother and a child talaga eh. You set as a good example for them. And through the parents, especially the mom, natuturuan natin at na-educate natin yung bata.
Marami din kayong roles, di ba? Parang you were an actress, entrepreneur, you are a mother. So, dati ba, pagdating doon sa role ng mga kababaihan sa ating society, sa lipunan, sabi ko nga kanina sa introduction ko, dati talagang ikaw lang yung nag-aasikaso sa bahay. Pero ngayon, di ba, parang nag-iiba na in various fields, in politics, in business, ang dami ng mga kababaihan na nagli-lead. Sa palagay mo ba, ano nga ba ang role or katungkulan ng mga babae ngayon?
Yung mga babae ngayon, marami talagang matututunan, especially doon sa mga, yung masasabi mong a woman of age, di ba? Na through their experiences, doon tayo nakakagather ng lakas natin, ng lahat, kung ano yung mga lessons na natutunan natin sa life natin because of that experience. And yun din yung ginagawa natin ngayon para to help and to empower every woman out there na especially yung awareness nila how to handle the family or the children kahit married wife na sila, 'di ba? Yun din ang pinoportray ng Mrs. Universe na it's not the end of the world or it's not the end of your career. Kahit you're a mom already, kahit na isa ka ng may asawa, you need to continue to, to love yourself. Tama yun eh. You should love yourself and continue to inspire your life na hindi lang mag-end on. Kasi there's a lot of opportunities pa rin na pwedeng dumating kahit na you're married na.
Katulad nung sinabi mo, Miss Charo, you had this unfinished business. Kumbaga nung pagkatapos nung nag-asawa, nahinto na. What inspired you to be back again? Were you somehow supported by your family na, oh hey, sige, you can still pursue your career? Paano yung transition mo na, nagising ka ba ng isang umaga, tapos tuloy ko nga, ganyan. Paano yung karanasan mo?
Nagising ako after 22 years ulit of my life. Kasi dedicated mom talaga ako eh. Talaga nakafocus ako as a wife, as a mom.
And it's not bad as well,
yes,
di ba? Parang if you choose to be that way, it's your choice,
yes,
di ba? Okay.
Pinili ko maging ganon. Kasi nung nagkaroon ako ng anak, naging mas priority na sa akin ang mga bata kaysa sa career ko.
Tama.
And there's a time talaga na these kids, kailangan nila ng total 100% supervision from their mom.
Tama.
Mga bata pa yan eh. That's the time na kailangan mo talaga silang turuan, alagaan, protektahan. And sinet aside ko yung career ko during that time. But I didn't know na may continuation pa pala. After 22 years, binalikan ko yung pangarap ko. And that's the proper timing na rin kasi malalaki na yung mga bata. And na-devote ko na yung oras ko, panahon ko sa mga anak ko noong time na talagang kailangan nila ako. And ngayon, since lahat sila malalaki na, baliktad na ngayon. Sila na yung mostly na parang stage daughter, stage son sa kanilang mommy, di ba? Kaya
That's
proper
right.
timing na rin. And yung mga pangarap ko noon, akala ko wala na. It's because of Mrs. Universe. Mabigyan ng katuparan yung pangarap ko na maging beauty queen. And at the same time, yung singing career ko, binalikan ko. And dumating din yung mga opportunities na hindi ko nagawa noon na dumating nung naging Mrs. Universe na ako. It's a blessing talaga, being a Mrs. Universe natin.
Beauty pageants are also a platform for a lot of things. Advocacies, social awareness. We see how beautiful they are, how smart they are. Bakit nauuso ito sa mga Pilipino?
Filipino. Ako, I can say in my organization, it's not only a passion for me. This is an organization na mas important yung you build a sisterhood. Kasi through Mrs. Universe, in my organization, they can share their stories. Kasi magkakaiba ng story ang bawat buhay nila eh. But at the end of the day, they realize that they have, common denominator with each other. And that's the time na they start to being close to each other kasi yung mga pinagdaanan nila sa buhay na may similarities eh. And yan na, so start na sila to empower each other, magtulungan. Tama yung at the end of the day, walang ibang magtutulungan kundi kayo-kayo din. Kaya I'm so proud for this organization kasi you build not only a pageant, an organization, but a sisterhood and a family.
Wow, that's nice, that's nice. Itong magandang tanong, Miss Charo, ikaw mismo ay may sariling advokasya sa pag-angat ng estado o kapangyarihan ng mga babae, lalo na ang mga biktima ng karahasan at abuso. Maaari mo bang ibahagi sa amin ang importansya ng pagtulong sa kapwa babae na malagpasan ang di kagandahang karanasan sa pamamagitan ng pagsali sa Mrs. Universe? It's good that you mentioned about sisterhood. Siyempre, kapag may sisterhood, may parang a sense of belongingness and family.
Yes.
Parang nakakapag-usap kayo and you encourage each other or you inspire each other.
Yes,
Paano nangyayari ito?
The pageant for Mrs. Universe, it's not only a beauty queen. There are more on being an advocate queen. So each of the candidates here in Mrs. Universe, they have their own advocacies.
Tama.
No? So once you join the Mrs. Universe, you help each other, you uplift each other, you're fulfilling your dreams. And not only that, kasi tinutupad mo yung pangarap mo sa buhay while you're also helping others. Every event namin dito, we have the beneficiaries for the sad event and we also have some organizations na tinutulungan namin, especially the kids. We have activities also for them para matulungan like yung recently namin, the Little Brave Hearts, which is the special children, ang Little Brave Hearts and ang little babies na kailangan ng mga kidney transplant. Actually, last time I was invited in Apollo Hospital in New Delhi, India. So, pinakita nila sa akin the process kung paano tulungan yung mga bata na kailangan ng kidney transplant. And through the event of Mrs. Universe, they're one of the beneficiaries. So, part of the earnings of the event napupunta doon at masaya kami dahil natutulungan namin. Hindi lang ako, which is katulong ko tong mga lahat ng kababaihan and candidates ng Mrs. Universe at lahat ng mga supporters and family nila. So, lumaki yung family ng pagtulong. Kaya, I'm so proud talaga for them.
Parang ang ganda nung purpose niya na nakakatulong at naipopromote yung mga advocacies.
Yeah.
You mentioned examples already of different advocacies, pagtulong nyo sa mga bata, medical for children, and not only here in the Philippines, di ba? You were invited in other countries as well.
Yeah.
So, namimili ba kayo ng advokasya din? Kasi di ba may mga babae din na, at may mga misis, mga may bahay na ang gusto naman ay environment,
Yes.
'di ba? Ang iba naman ay advocacy ng pagpapaganda, 'di ba? Mga ganun. Ano yung mga parameters ninyo? Paano nyo pinipili yung mga advocacies?
Okay. Here in Philippines, under my management, may kanya-kanyang advocacy ang bawat kandidata ng Mrs. Universe. So, ang international, we have only one advocacy, which is the anti-violence against women. Pero dito sa akin, lahat welcome for me. Kasi gusto ko yung awareness ba, to spread the awareness na hindi lang sa isang advocacy kami
Nag-focus. So matutulungan nyo lahat,
Yes.
iba-iba.
Yeah.
Maganda yun kasi multifaceted siya.
And then international, more on talagang kami sa domestic violence against women.
Bakit domestic violence against women? Yan ang unang tanong. At pangalawa, ano yung pinakamalapit naman na sa puso mo na advokasya? Sige, let's talk first about domestic violence. Kasi yun ba ay maraming nakikita sa buong mundo?
Yes. One of the reason why I joined the Mrs. Universe before, because of that advocacy. Kasi once na sinabi mong domestic violence, it's not only physical It's a mixture of, emotionally, physically, mentally abuse. So, during that time, I'm also a victim of that. I joined that kasi gusto kong ibalik yung dati na meron ako, yung sigla, yung being inspired of all the things na kailangan mong gawin. And ibalik yung sarili mo, kung ano yung dati ka. That's one of the reason talaga why I joined Mrs. Universe. And yun din na naging advocacy ako. Ang tumulong sa mga kababaihan, na maging kakampi, maging kaibigan, maging instrument for them to establish again, to fix themselves. Kasi maraming gano'n na hindi nila alam kung paano. Takot sila how to do it kasi feeling nila, nag-iisa lang sila. Feeling nila hindi sila maganda or wala silang kakayanan and they feel that no one believes them. Pero hindi totoo yun. Kasi na-experience ko yun na minsan nawala yung self-confidence ko. Pero kaya pala. Kaya pala talagang ibalik.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's very inspiring, Miss Charo. Now, the question is, halimbawa, tulad niyan, may mga advocacies kayo, you support each other. Pero may mga linkages din ba na nade-develop? Example, when you talk of environment or medical or violence against women, yung organization mo na ilalapit nyo ba ang mga kasong ito halimbawa sa government offices na dapat mapagreportan nito o kaya yung private corporations na pwedeng tumulong? Kasi iba pa rin yung may private and public support. What's the process? Paano nyo ginagawa, Ms. Charo?
Kasi each of the candidates, they are already the queen of their city or provinces.
Okay.
So,
sila na yung representative.
Sila na yung representative. So that's why nagkakaroon sila ng courtesy call sa mga
government
officials nila. And then, sarili din nilang task yun. Not only magdidepend ka lang sa amin. Kasi that's the role of being a beauty queen. Na kailangan you also help, you also empower other women. Hindi lang umiikot sa inyo. So they're the one who will coordinate with their government, with their cities, and if they need the support of the Mrs. U, andun tayo to be with them. Yeah.
Mrs. Universe and Miss Universe as a franchise, it's an international brand, it's an international franchise. Paano naman po nakarating sa lap ninyo? Kasi alam natin na this is also business. You needed to be an entrepreneur, to be a businesswoman to run this. How and what made the Mrs. Universe franchise decide to give it to you, and why did they trust you And for them to realize that you can mount the pageant here. At pang ilan na ba itong Mrs. Universe po dito sa Pilipinas?
Well, under my management, turning 5 years this year. Kasi I
So in short,
started
when you say 5 years, 2020, limang
Pang
pageants na. Pang fifth na ngayon.
2024.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, during 2019, I'm the representative of the Philippines, of Mrs. Universe Philippines in China. So, ever since, nung pagdating ko doon, nakita ko potential yung pageant na yan. They have international pageant globally, worldwide. Magkakasama talaga. 100 to 140 delegates ang sumasali sa Mrs. Universe International. So, ever since nung time na sumali ako, gusto ko siyang dalhin dito sa Philippines to showcase sa Philippines as well.
You saw this in China
Yes.
as a contestant?
Yes, as a
Tama?
contestant.
Okay. Where in China, Mr.?
Guangzhou, China,
Okay.
during that time.
Okay.
And then, nung in-offer sa akin yan, it was pandemic time. So, no pageant. Yung previous, yung nauna sa akin, national director, so hindi niya kinuha ang franchise. Nung time na nag-join ako dyan, dream ko talaga, gusto ko talagang sana maging sa akin ang Mrs. Universe Philippines. Pero hindi ko inisip na ganon kabilis, ganon ka-soon. Kasi kakasali ko lang noon 2019. And then, after ilang months, in-offer to sa akin. Pandemic pa noon. So, hindi ko alam kung kukunin ko ba or matatalo ba ako dito kasi there's no pageant during the time. There's no chance to earn kasi pandemic And for sure, wala tayong makukuha sponsors kasi pandemic during that time. Because of my passion, because of passion ko sa pageant, yung dream ko na gusto ko magkaroon, this is the chance This is the opportunity So, I'll take the risk kahit ano man to kasi gusto ko Naniniwala ako na magiging successful to. Hindi man ngayong taon na to, pero ang importante sa akin, yung offer and the opportunity na dumating, nakuha ko na the time.
So, kumbaga, parang yun yung achievement na yun.
Yes.
The fact that you were able to secure the franchise is already an achievement.
Yes.
Pero, sabihin natin, dahil pandemic ka, pandemic nga, lugi ka sa una siguro.
No, pero hindi pa din.
Hindi.
Yes.
That's good.
I thought talaga, nung una, wala. Sige, I consider sa puhunan na lang for the franchising fee. Pero back of my mind, naka-plan na ako dyan Maybe not this year, but kailan? Because you don't know kung kailan matatapos ang pandemic during the time.
That's right.
So, na-extend ang pandemic, 2021, right? Pero, noong time na 2020, the international decided to have a pageant, pero it's online pageant. So, diretso pa din. Nagkaroon pa rin kami ng pageant through online. May mga taong naniniwala pa rin sa akin at nagsimula tayo siyempre sa mga kaibigan na kailangan, to ask the support of the friends, family, and yung mga kaibigan natin na naging candidates nung first pageant ko. And luckily, nakasurvive tayo and it was a big success.
And now it's on its 5th year.
Yes.
Running a franchise like this entails a lot of details. So, what are the challenges? Siyempre, maliban sa pagkuha ng sponsorships, di ba? Although we know that the beauty business, the pageant business in the world is one of the biggest, di ba? Kaya parang hindi lang sa isang bansa 'yan, kundi sa buong mundo, di ba? So, ano yung mga challenges na na-encounter mo sa pagtatayo nito, sa pagra-run ng franchise?
Challenges being the national director or being the host of the international?
Sige, both.
Kasi parehong magkaiba ng challenges yung dalawa.
Parehong challenging siya. Pero yung isa kasi, you were able to organize an international, you were able to host an international pageant. Sige, let's discuss both. Kung ano yun.
Okay, as the franchise owner here in Philippines, for the pageant in the Philippines, mahirap kasi, syempre, yung umpisa, marami tayo, a lot of bashers, why there is registration fee for that. Some of them, they don't understand. Tumutulong tayo to achieve their dreams, but they should understand also that this is also a business, what we're doing. And at the same time, we're also helping some of the needy organizations. So, syempre, nung time na yan, maraming bashers. Yun nga, sinabi natin, as long as na alam naman natin tama yung ginagawa natin. And ang important dun is, what you promise to them, you deliver to them. Kung ano ipinangako, yun ang ibibigay natin. Diba? And lumabas naman na talagang maganda ang naging programa, maganda ang naging, ang ating staging of the Mrs. Universe. Marami nang sumali every year, dumiretso na tayo, at hanggang sa nakita ng international yung potential natin at yung ginagawa natin every year kung paano ko gawin ang Mrs. Universe Philippines. Kaya siguro they decided to award it to me na dito sa Philippines gawin.
Yung international pageant.
Kasi hindi lahat pwedeng pagbigyan.
Siyempre, how many countries are there with Mrs. Universe franchise? Mga ilan?
During my time, it's 120 delegates.
120
so 120
delegates.
countries during that time ang
So ngayon,
nag-participate.
ikaw ang mapili na mag-host napili ka na international pageant.
Last October.
Last October. How was the experience doing that?
Mahirap.
Medyo, kumbaga sa international conference yan, kumbaga business conference yan, you have many delegates coming from different countries, di ba?
Yes.
What were your most unforgettable experiences as host of international pageant like that?
Okay. Kung sa international, siguro the preparation is 2 to 3 months. Okay ako. But in the international, you should prepare at least 1 year preparation for that. Mahirap talaga
But
kasi...
were you given that enough time to prepare?
Yes, nagawa ko eh. I did it. So I can say na yes.
Pero 1 year naman, so okay naman.
1 year, actually kulang pa yon. Pero ayoko kasing i-push masyado yung sarili ko. Kasi I know myself pag medyo napapressure ako, ayoko siyang i-push ng ganon. Talagang I take it slowly para mas ma-focus ako, mas mabigyan ko ng time to think kung ano yung mga dapat gawin. Alam ko mararatal ako niyan eh. Hindi ko na...
Lalo ako magkakamali.
Mas lalo ako magkakamali.
Sabi nga.
Diba? So, ang ginagawa ko pag ganyan, I'll take a vacation.
That's good. To rethink, ganyan, or revisit your vision.
Yeah, ganun ang ginagawa ko. Then, okay, game na ulit. Diba? So, yun sa kanila, mahirap kasi kung yung ginagawa kong one event for the grand finals ng Mrs. Universe of Philippines, ginawa ko yun ng isang buong linggo na ilang ulit na magkakasunod. Kasi lahat yan major event yung magkakasunod. They stayed here for from October 1 to 8. So 8 days silang nandito. Not 20, not 30 candidates, but 100 plus candidates na nandito. Plus the families and friends ng mga kandidata na pumunta rito sa Philippines. So, during the stay of October 1 to 8, maraming activities yan. They have the pre-pageant, the preliminary, the grand finals, the tour, the city tour, the sponsors visit. Na ginawa ko yan for 1 week, whole week straight. Pero, nakaya ng iba eh. So, it means kaya ko. And nakaya natin. And syempre, makakaya natin yan through the help of course, all the sponsors na tumulong sa atin, na walang sawang tumutulong sa Mrs. Universe Philippines.
Wow.
At syempre, siguro yung paniniwala nila rin sa akin, mga kaibigan, family, especially my kids na talagang hindi ako pinabayaan. And of course, yung production ng Mrs. Universe na talagang nakita ko yung effort, yung pagod na pinagtulong-tulungan namin lahat.
Wow, that's admirable, Miss Charo. Sa kwento mo pa lang na 8 days or 7 days, the schedule is really hectic.
Yes.
Pero ang tanong ko, Miss Charo, is when we do this, the thinking is that you are not only promoting women or empowerment of women, but you are promoting the country.
Yes.
Ganon din ba kayo? May mga na-interview na rin po ako dito, Miss Sharon, na organizers din, and they say that they're doing this because they're also helping the Philippine tourism.
Yes.
And the talent of the Filipino. Is that the same amongst other organizers like you?
Yes, actually, the Department of Tourism endorsed Mrs. Universe. So talagang tinulungan niya kami, talagang endorse niya kami. And actually, she's one of the board of judges during the international
Wow.
pageant of Mrs. Universe. And I would like to thank, of course, Miss Sherlyn Batin, for helping us. As our part, to help them also. Kami yung first organization, pageant organization na nag-promote and inintroduce nila.
And that's the DOT project yata
Yes,
yan.
the OT
Okay.
project. I was also invited to their office to show their support sa Mrs. Universe kasi pinopromote natin dito not only for the women and of course for the tourism of the Philippines. Diyan din pumasok yung sponsors natin to promote our local products na rin sa ibang bansa, di ba?
Wow. So it's really carrying the flag. Pag dito sila pumunta, mas maganda because lalo na dumami yung international tourist arrivals natin.
Yeah, oo,
lalo na
sobra.
last year. Now, this one is interesting because as the local organizer and as an enterprise, ano ba yung revenue bundle natin? Ano ba yung sponsorships natin? I'm sure there's a lot of potential partners or sponsors who are watching right now. So, how can others learn the business side of mounting pageants? Ano yung dapat nilang gawin? How people or businesses promote their products and services through the Mrs. Universe?
Okay. Hindi lahat ng sumasali sa Mrs. Universe are victims of domestic violence.
Okay.
Most of them are entrepreneur, businesswomen. They have their own business. So some of them join Mrs. Universe, of course, to introduce their businesses as well, connections, and promotion also. One of the main reason why they join Mrs. Universe is because of that.
So it's really having a big network.
Yes,
di ba?
especially
go ahead.
especially if they the one who won the pageant because they will compete international.
Yeah.
So during the international, you can showcase not only for the Philippines but globally, worldwide. Kasi andun yung lahat ng connections mo eh.
So parang may market matching,
Yes.
market linkages. So
Yes.
ganun na siya.
So sa pagsali pa lang, andun na. Simula na yun ng
parang
business
andun
mo.
na lumaki na agad yung network mo.
Yes.
I see.
Sa candidate pa lang yon.
Yes. So what about
Diba?
the other sponsors or the people who watch?
Yes, so
diba?
sponsors like that also. Kasi during the pageant, we promote them through the souvenir magazine, to our page. So lahat yan, makikita rin ng international. So magkakaroon din sila ng network, not only for the candidates, for the Philippines, pero syempre, yung iba dyan makikita nila. Tulad yan, one of the sponsor namin, they have resort here in Philippines. As we know naman, ang mga ibang bansa, mga foreigner, they love to go to resort here in Philippines.
That's right.
Especially in Boracay. And anywhere in the Philippines, basta may resort yan, they want to experience. Kasi doon tayo kilala.
Yeah.
So, in that way, sponsoring the Mrs. Universe, nakikita yan. Nagiging visible sa kanila. Oh, meron pala, ganito pala. They start to, to discover a lot of things na gawa ng Pinoy, gawa dito sa atin sa Pilipinas. Na pwede pala, na may potential din pala na dalhin nila to sa, sa kanilang bansa, maging business nila.
The viewers will now see or will have a different perspective of mounting, this beauty pageant. It's not just a pageant, but it's really promotion of advocacies, it's promotion of products and services which are made by Filipinos.
Actually, ando na lahat eh. You join the pageant because of your dream. Number one, fulfilling their dreams, diba? Number two, they join the pageant to help. Kasi once you become the queen or the candidates of Mrs. Universe, meron kang task eh. Andun ka para sumali, para makiisa sa amin na tumulong. Diba? Mag-participate ka in all our activities sa mga tinutulungan naming charities. So, natupad mo pangarap mo, tumutulong ka pa, and you also have your business as well. Kasi pinupromote mo yon. Kung wala kang negosyo, marami ring negosyo na pwede kang ma-discover
at
through
masasalihan
Mrs.
mo.
Universe.
Yes, wow.
Kasi nandun eh.
Wow, that's very interesting. Okay, now, with other beauty pageants, siyempre, karamihan ang nakikita ng mga tao yung paghahanda, di ba? Paghahanda, siyempre with iba ang Miss Universe sa Mrs. Universe.
Iba,
Parang siyempre, you have different trainings there. Parang for others, it could be the physical aspect only. But in your case, I see there is a bigger purpose because of the inclusion of these advocacies. Especially, you promote the welfare of your family as well, taking care of the family and the kids. Yun ba yung hinahanap? Ano yung hinahanap? Ano yung mga winning traits na para masabi mong, ito, trade ito para maging Mrs. Universe?
Ako kasi, I believe talaga na we learn a lot from being a mother nga, na doon lahat yun eh. So, yung experience sa buhay, iba ang experience ng mga mommies. Kasi kami, sa Mrs. Universe, yun nga, ang kaibahan sa Miss, we're on more focus sa married women. Yung naging mommy na, naging asawa na more on experience sa buhay nila.
Before we ask you to give your tips to a lot of mommies, women out there who want to join, paano ka muna nila makukontak? If a lot of mothers there, missuses there, will join, how will they find you? How will they participate? What Facebook or social media will they go to so that they can join?
Yeah, actually, this is the right time to promote because we're now open for the search for the next Mrs. Universe Philippines 2024. Actually, we're also open for the regional franchise. Yan, nag-open na rin po tayo dyan para all over the Philippines ay makasali po at makaparticipate. So, the Facebook of Mrs. Universe is Mrs. Universe Philippines FDN because this is also a foundation. So, it's not only organization, ginawa ko rin siyang foundation. Facebook and Instagram. And my personal Facebook, Maria Charo Calalo. The Instagram is Charo Laude. And syempre, we have also TikTok. Charo Laude po. And sa YouTube,
Ano ang mga maipapayo mo naman sa mga misis na nanonood sa atin? Yung gusto ng self-improvement, self-confidence, supporting advocacies like social causes. Ano yung maipapayo mo sa kanila, sa mga misis at sa lahat din ng gustong magnegosyo, hindi man sa beauty pageant, hindi man sa pagkakaroon ng franchise ng Mrs. Universe, but they could, probably get a franchise of other products and services.
Yeah, to all women out there, continue to shine, continue to achieve your dream or goals in life. It doesn't mean that you're a mom na tapos na ang lahat sa inyo. Pwede rin kasi ito rin yung simula ng lahat sa inyo. After the marriage, after having 3 beautiful children, doon nagsimula ang lahat ng career ko na naumpisahan ko nung kabataan ko, pero na-achieve ko nung wife na ako, nung nag-asawa na ako, at naging mommy na ako. So, continue to dream, and yung dream na yan, hindi nyo makukuha yan kung wala tayong gagawin. Yung sinasabing no guts, no glory, totoo po yan. Kasi kung wala kayong lakas ng loob, hindi nyo magagawa ang lahat ng gusto nyo. So, kailangan ng guts talaga, kailangan ng sipag, tibay ng loob, and number 1, believe in yourself. Yung paniniwala nyo sa sarili nyo na kaya nyo to. Kung kaya nila, mas kaya po natin.
Wow, this has been a very inspiring conversation with the National Director of Mrs. Universe Philippines Foundation, Mrs. Charo Laude. Open for business. We'll be back. Stay with us.
Over the past 3 decades, this expo has consistently served as a vital platform for travel-related companies and agencies to showcase enticing discounted deals for both domestic and international destinations, alongside a myriad of travel-related products and merchandise. Together, let's embark on a journey of exploration, discover incredible deals, and awaken the adventurous spirit within us.
Halina't maglakbay with Open for Business.
We have been doing this, as you can see, it says their 31st Travel Tour Expo, right? We feel that we have to give our traveling public the choices that they can make in terms of their, of course, basically the bottom line is their budget. With their budget, where can they go in terms of hotel accommodation, in terms of airfare, or tour packages. Tour packages, ibig sabihin, ano na yan, lahat sakop na siya. Airfare, hotel accommodation, tours. We are back to the pre-pandemic stage. In fact, you can see the number of people. We already have 60,000 foot traffic.
What was it that made people go here? Why is it that they always look forward to seeing Travel Tour Expo?
Value for money. Best deal for hotel accommodation, for airfares, for tour packages. Depending on your budget, you can have a 1-star hotel, 2-star hotel, 5-star hotel. So in other words, who would suit everybody's budget depending on how much you can afford.
Now, it is very nice po pala yung nagawa ninyo dito sa Travel Tour Expo. Because if you go in, there are countries like Hong Kong,
yes,
Japan, and they have their own booths.
Correct.
And those booths actually show yung essence ng mga bansang yun. What was the idea behind this po? Bakit ganun?
Because we'd like to have all these countries, participating countries, especially in Asia, because Filipinos, of course, we love to go to the US, we love to go to Europe, but it's easier for us to go to visa-free countries, you know? Although I was telling Japan, probably they can make arrangement for Filipinos to visit Japan without needing to get a visa, because it takes time to apply for a visa. So, but now, Filipinos have choices. ASEAN, being a member of the 10-nation ASEAN country, is all visa-free. And of course, Hong Kong visa-free, Taiwan is also visa-free. So, for us, it's less hassle if it's visa-free. But of course, if we want to go to Japan or to Korea, then we have to apply for the visa, except Jeju. Jeju is also visa-free. All the different offers are here. So it's simplified, so it's easier for you to decide, as I said, depending on your budget, where do you want to go, and how much can you afford. So we have different types of tour packages that would suit everybody's requirements.
Can you tell us about your 3 days experience being here?
So far, I like the booths and the food. They have good food here. But the booths, they're so pretty and they have really good structures also. And I think that's very interesting.
Do you have a specific booth that you like the most? Like what country?
Hong Kong, because I'm from there, first off, and it's also really pretty.
We are currently here with our star kada, Jam Aquino.
Hi,
Jam
everyone.
Aquino, how was your experience today?
It was really fun kasi nakita ko naman na ang daming tao. Dinungaw talaga yung mga booths kasi since the pandemic before, na-stop yung expo na to. So, ngayon, na bumalik na siya and everyone's like really pwede na mag-travel ulit. Ganyan. Everyone's like really excited to explore the deals and all of the different kinds of food all over the world. Not only in the Philippines, but all over the world.
The buyers are really, really overwhelmed. They are all excited to meet all the sellers that we invited. Actually, we reached our target and we exceed also. And there's a lot of walk-ins na nag-register pa sa aming travel trade. The sellers are overwhelmed because it was a success and some of them are really excited for next year and they want a contract already. Actually, this is a challenge to us ulit kasi nakita namin yung process ngayon, nakita namin yung event ngayon na naging successful siya. So this is again the challenge to us na parang we have to add more, we have to add the sellers, we have to invite more and the buyers also. So this is a big challenge to us.
What are you looking forward to po in the future pa?
We are looking forward for more business and our members are relying on us kasi that is the benefits of being a member of PTAA. You are always the priority. So, looking forward kami na marami pa kaming matulungan na travel agencies, mabigyan namin sila ng mga operators, mabigyan namin sila ng mga good contacts internationally.
Can you tell us something about the main objective of Travel Tour Expo?
Of course, we are here to really help our Department of Tourism. Our main goal is really for our members, our PTAA members. So we are trying to, of course, help the tourism industry here in the Philippines. We are in unison with the Tourism Secretary Frasco, and so we would like to really contribute to her 7.8 or even more tourists this year. PTAA, the Philippine Travel Agencies Association, was founded 44 years ago by my father. I would like to continue his legacy and to always remember him. I am here to really just continue his love and his passion and dedication for PTAA and the tourism industry.
Exploring different destinations, whether globally or within the beautiful Philippines, can be a truly enriching experience.
It's great that travel agencies and companies are making these experiences more accessible and enjoyable for everyone.
Whether you're into exploring stunning landscapes, immersing yourself in diverse cultures, or indulging in culinary delights, there's always something new to experience and learn during your travels.
Remember to stay updated on travel guidelines, safety precautions, and any specific requirements for each destination to ensure a smooth and enjoyable journey.
Here's to an adventurous 2024 as we
open for business.
And our business word of the week is sponsorship. It is the act of providing money for a television or radio program, website, sports event, or other activity in exchange for advertising. Mrs. Universe is not just about being beauty queens, but wives being queens of their own lives. Empowerment knows no boundaries, as shared today and from other topics we covered in our episode. Whether it's in the world of business, philanthropy, or the beauty pageant stage, Mrs. Universe Philippines highlight the incredible potential within wives to have a louder voice and stronger presence in society. So as we go about our businesses and our journeys, know that empowerment is a force that can truly change the world, a true crowning glory. And with that, our quote of the week is from Sarah Blakely. She said, "When you help a woman fulfill her potential, magic happens." Thank you, Charo. Thank you so much. Maraming salamat sa iyo. Maraming salamat sa isang oras na pagsama sa amin upang tunghayan ng isang makabuluhang usapan ukol sa negosyo dito lang sa Open for Business. Hanggang sa susunod na linggo, samahan nyo kaming muli dito sa Open for Business. Catch us on Facebook, on YouTube, like and subscribe on our social media page at Net25 TV. Makikita nyo po yan sa inyong TV screens. We will bring you more insights from industry experts, thought leaders, CEOs, and featured SMEs. Together, let us help encourage business development in the Philippines. Sharpen your business acumen, feel the pulse, and set the trend for as long as you are informed and open for business. Ito po si Cesar Vallejos. Marami pong salamat.
It is a signal to the world that we are open for business.
We are now open for business. This is Cesar Vallejos bringing you yet another episode to guide you in discovering your passion and growing your business as we learn from experts in the field. Sama-sama tayong matuto na naman sa isang makabuluhang usapan tungo sa pagpapaunlad ng inyong negosyo. Ang Open for Business ay mapapanood nyo rin sa Facebook, sa YouTube. Siguraduhin mag-like at mag-subscribe sa aming social media page at Net25 TV. Alamin natin, suriin mula sa mga negosyante, thought leaders at mga personalidad sa iba't ibang larangan ang mga strategies, trends at mahalagang karanasan sa pagninegosyo dahil tayo ay Open for Business. Taste the tangy, sour, and sweet success of business as we discuss with mompreneur Marjorie Majo Barcelona on how her Buy One, Take One lemonade enterprise has spread a refreshing income-generating model. The owner and CEO of Healthy Lemon franchise speaks to Open for Business on her journey in squeezing profits the healthy way and be able to give back to the community as well. Welcome back to Open for Business. Tonight, we get to step behind the stall, peel back the layers of this incredible franchise journey, and hear how our guest, amidst the uncertainties of a pandemic, turned lemons into lemonade stands. Not just one, but over 50, spreading smiles and health across the Philippines. Brace yourselves for a tale of sweet success, squeezed drop by delicious drop with lessons on juggling motherhood, business brilliance, and why every sip counts. So get ready to hear how the CEO and founder of Healthy Lemon franchise built a whole orchard of opportunity, sharing sunshine one cup at a time. Let's welcome and squeeze Marjorie Majo Barcelona for juicy bits on her business. Kumusta kayo, Majo? Parang habang binabasa ko yung introduction natin, nauuhaw ako ng Healthy Lemon, but I think we'll have a taste of that later on. I just want to read this information. Napakaganda ng innovation sa food and beverage industry natin because based on research, consumers seek unique dining experiences and healthy options. Franchises are responding with concepts, fusion cuisine, and healthier food choices. At noong 2022, Ms. Majo, the sector contributed 7.8% to the country's GDP and generated roughly 2 million direct and indirect jobs. So, napakagandang business nito. At over 50 na pala yung franchise ninyo. How did you start, Majo?
I just started my own business way back 2021. I was currently freelancer at that time. Pandemic happened, quarantine, lockdown. So that's the best opportunity for me to turn my savings into something like passive income.
So meaning you just started this during the pandemic?
Yes po, 2021.
Ito ba ay dala ng pangailangang personal, pagkumbinsi ng pamilya? Ano yung dahilan? At what were you doing before?
Before, I have a background at real estate agent
Okay.
in Makati. But because of the pandemic, I came back to my hometown, which is in Marikina. So, nagpahinga po ako. And that's the time as well na preggy po ako noon. So, during that time, while wala po akong ginagawa, doon po ako nag-decide na gumawa ng business. So, nag-research ako kung ano bang business na ayon sa savings ko. At yung energy ko kayang ma-accommodate kasi nga po pandemic. So, very limited source lang yung kaya kong gawin at that time.
That's an interesting insight, Ms. Majo. Parang you're looking for a business that will fit in to what you have based on your resources. Pero bakit lemons? Bakit lemonade? Mahilig ka ba dyan? Or do you have this passion for it?
Way back naman po 2019 to 2020, sobrang payat ko po kasi nun. Sobrang payat ko because of work. So, napapabayaan ko po yung health ko. And then, nung pumasok po yung 2020, nagkaroon po ako ng, nag-positive po ako sa COVID.
Halos lahat tayo.
Yes po. Nawalan ako ng sense of smell, or I was quite, na rin po, na nagpapanik na rin ako. And then I quarantined myself, yung mga medical things na kailangan gawin. And then, nag-research po ako kung ano yung pinaka-best way, kahit not medicine, aside from quarantine, kung ano pwede ko inumin, i-intake. So, nag-lemon na po ako na nag-lemon. And then after that, kahit ano na pong gawin ko, like kumain ng food, pasta, baking, nilalagyan ko po talaga siya ng lemon.
So,
Na-obsess po ako.
Really? Based on your research, what's healthy about lemons?
Best indigestion in the morning. Warm water with lemon, squeeze of lemon. Actually, kahit hindi nyo siya i-squeeze, ilagay nyo lang yung slice of lemon to any type of beverage. It can help to penetrate yung vitamins niya. And after that, yung pagiging resourceful ko, kasi that time, I believe na yung lemon peel is pwede mo siyang ipanligo. May ganun na rin po ako. I was trying to minimize the waste management. So talagang kapag yung balat, baka pwede pa magamit. Ganun siya.
So parang coconut na lahat ng lahat ng gamit nung coconut.
Nakita
Pero
ko
anong
po.
meron? Pero based on your research again, what's in the peel of anong meron sa balat ng lemon?
Good source of vitamin C.
So good for the skin.
Yes, antioxidant as well. Yan, skin, and also nabasa ko rin po na yun nga sa mga bloated, mga ganyan. So sabi ko, ang ganda naman niya. Parang it's not only hitting one kind of sickness. Parang even kahit wala kang sakit, you should have this para ma-maintain yung health mo. So sabi ko, why not, na hindi ko pa siya naisip naging business. It's just for me to use. Yun.
Okay. When you were using na, siyempre, it had good effects on your body. Yan. Kailan mo na naisip na, uy, magandang negosyo na to? Kasi during the pandemic, di ba, dahil naka-lockdowns tayo, maraming deliveries. It's the essentials that were really in during that time. What triggered you to really look at it now as a business?
I established this 2021 of my own kiosk. So yung mga
Where?
sa Marikina po.
May
sa
kiosk ka,
mall.
pero, sa mall. Pero di ba during the pandemic may,
Yes.
may
Or lockdown.
lockdown?
May specific
So bakit
hours.
sa mall? May specific hours doon.
Parang 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. lang.
Okay.
So,
okay.
very trial and error. Test the waters po talaga ako at that time. Risk taker din po kasi ako. I have this kind of personality that I implement ideas. But I'm not really sure 100% how it will turn out unless I have
you
tried.
have the gut lang.
Yes, I felt like sometimes it's not always a winning situation for me. So, doon ako natuto. And then, nung nasa mall, may mga bumibili, pailan-ilan. I was happy at that time because they could try the product na. Parang, uy, may bumibili, buy one, take one. And their parents, couples, friends who would like to try it and they share it with their loved ones. So, sabi ko, that's cool. Parang galing kasi before it's just me. And now it's spreading out. So someone is asking, do you have a branch in this area? Ganito, ganyan. So wala po kaming branch. Sabi kasi ang sarap ng lemon nyo, pero nakatira kami dito. Do you have delivery partners? Kasi nga po lockdown, para after mall hours, para makaka-order pa ba daw sila. Sabi ko, so limited, very limited. Nakita ko siya as an opportunity to make it a big business for me. So doon po ako nagkaroon ng product development.
We started with one stall, and then you had customers. They were looking for branches. So paano na yun nanganak?
I have partnered with my friends.
Okay.
So they were working at that time, employed. So ako yung nag-initiate ng presentation deck or yung proposal sa kanila, how we will earn, what are the things that needed to be done para matayo yung business. They were so excited. Kasi nga po, nauna po ako. So para medyo nakatalon na sila doon sa trial and error phase. So parang sa kanila, sige, I have money here, I have saved something. Kasi nga po gusto na rin nila na parang may passive income while working. Hanggang sa naging isa siya, tapos nagkaroon kami ng partners, and then meron na din mga nag-i-inquire online. I have tried to learn the digital marketing. So doon na siya nag-spread out. And then yung mga customers ko mismo, sinasabi ko sa kanila, please give us a feedback, review, para malaman namin how we will learn from our customers itself. Paano? Kasi buy one, take one lang kami before. Wala po ibang flavors. So, parang sa kanila rin ako natuto na, meron ba kayong ganitong flavor? Kasi parang ganito yung gusto namin.
So, isang flavor lang dati talaga.
Yes.
So, ang marketing strategy mo lang was buy one, take one.
Yes.
Pero ang tanong ko dyan, siyempre ang Pinoy, laging gusto ng libre yan. Baka kita lang ng free, or siyempre kasama na tayo doon. So, makakita ng buy one, take one, malaking bagay yan. The buy one, take one element is a unique and playful twist. What inspired this customer-friendly strategy and how has it contributed to your brand success?
There's a story behind buy one, take one promo of Healthy Lemon.
Okay.
So, me and my boyfriend at that time, lagi po kaming bumibili ng large drink. Hindi kami tig-isa.
Okay.
So, naka-budget po kami lagi sa mga snacks kasi from breakfast hanggang dinner, di
You
ba?
always share na lang.
Yes, lagi share kami sa isang cup. So, there's a time na parang ayoko mag-share. Gusto ko yung iniinom niya sa akin lang, tapos bibigay ko sa kanya. Nahassle po ako. Parang yung experience ko na ang sarap naman ng drink, pero kailangan namin pagkasyahin yung pera namin. Para lang matikman yung drinks. So sabi ko, gusto ko pag ako, nagtayo ako nung sarili ko nga pong drink beverage brand, gusto ko pareho natin may enjoy. It's the experience for me. Aside from being affordable, I want them to experience the taste of drinking the lemonade, refreshment, and of course, yung loved one mo din, healthy na. Kasi nga po, healthy naman din po talaga yung lemonade.
Naging part tuloy ng love story nyo pa, di ba? So, kumbaga parang, not because you didn't want to share it, but you want to share the experience of enjoying it. And economically din, di ba? Sa halip na nag-share tayo sa isa, talagang dalawa.
Yes.
Tama. Times 2 yung the sweetness and the experience of it. Pero pag ganun, magkakaroon ka rin ng cost-profit analysis doon na hindi naman babagay ito sa lahat ng negosyo, di ba? So, ano yung pag-aaral na ginawa mo doon sa cost-profit strategy na parang dapat hindi ka rin malugi?
The process of selling lemonade, actually pinag-aralan ko siya for a year before I tried to franchise it. Hindi pa franchise yung term ko at that time. It's like partnership pa eh.
Yes.
Kasi I was trying to introduce the product, the brand. I was trying to implement another branch. Hanggang sa dumami na lang naging sounded like franchise na siya. But for me, it sounded more on partnership. So sabi ko, I will try my best na yung profit niya is pasok pa rin doon sa kikitain after all the expenses. Your net profit will still be passive. Kasi nag-i-inflate po eh. Mabilis mag-inflate. And after pandemic, yung naging maluwag na po sa mga malls, nakakapasok na yan na po. Buying power ng Filipinos is nakadepende rin po talaga. Of course, may mga pinagkakagastusan yan. So, ang market audience namin is nahahati po. So, bago namin i-release yung isang product or menu or drink, pinag-aaralan namin kung saan namin kukunin, affordable ba, tatangkilikin ba, at hindi maapektuhan yung lasa, yung quality niya. So, pinag-aaralan ko po siya up until today. Kasi po nagbabago-bago. Lalo na yung tinitinda namin is not coming from a factory. Fresh lemonade po talaga siya, real lemon. So, I have to be more control sa quality ng drinks. Para sa ganun, kung magtataas, titignan ko kung hanggang saan yung kaya na itaas din or sabihin natin i-maintain kung ano po yung mapag-aaralan ko pa.
Which is exactly my next question, Madjo. Ano ba yung ingredient ng lemon na to? Kasi pag kunyari sinabi mo, you have to source out the high quality lemons for the lemonade.
Yes.
Saan ba ito nanggagaling? Tayo ba sa Pilipinas? May plantasyon ba tayo ng lemons dito? Saan mo ba binibili? Naangkat mo ba yan sa iba-ibang mga bansa? Imported ba yan? Galing din ba sa Filipino farmers or Filipino exporters? Saan nanggagaling ang produkto at ano ba yung mga ingredients ng lemonade?
Nung nag-start po ako mag-formulate ng concoctions, nag-try po muna ako bumili sa palengke.
Okay.
Pero hindi po ako aware kung saan galing talaga yung mga lemons. Hanggang sa nagtingin ako online, nakakita ko ng iba't ibang lemons. Ang dami palang klase.
Maraming klase. Ano-ano to? For the education of our viewers, ano-ano bang klase ng mga lemons?
Meron pong, kung tawagin nila yung exported one, yung nakikita natin sa groceries, yung nakikita natin sa mga market. Yun po siya. Yung skin color niya is yung medyo may batik-batik po.
Okay.
And then there's a local lemonade in the Philippines. I also have tried it. Yun po yung galing sa Baguio. So we have traveled way back before para lang matignan kung saan galing yung mga lemons. Of course, we have tried to support our local farmers. Pero ngayon, pinag-aaralan pa rin namin siya how we will do that. Pero kasi we want to ensure the classic quality lemonade na magugustuhan talaga ng Filipino taste.
So, doon sa pangyayaring yon, ano yung nakita mo? Anong mas gusto? Yung local na lemons o yung imported?
Based on our studies po, kasi yung local lemons in the Philippines coming from different regions in the Philippines po is matamis siya. Hindi po siya maasim.
Matamis.
Yes, parang
yun ba ang mas gusto ng Pinoy, matamis?
Hindi po eh. Kasi na maasim.
So, kasi siyempre parang lemon yan. So, dapat in-expect nila,
Yes.
maasim.
Yes.
So, yung exported na lemons, yun yung maasim.
Yes po, maasim.
Oh, so, ano ba yung ingredients niya? So, you have lemon, and then you have water.
Yes, ice and simple syrup.
I
The sweetener.
see
And
the
we
sweetener.
don't use any preservatives, we don't use that. So, all our natural ingredients po.
I see, which is a very big advantage as well, di ba? Kaya nga healthy lemon. Going back to this question, when you started your business, how did you intend to play in this highly competitive sector, given that in 2022, the F&B has contributed 80% of 10.8 billion total revenue in the franchise, representing a huge market. So, matindi yung competition, di ba, sa F&B. Ang daming drinks, di ba?
Yes.
Ang dami-dami. So, ano yung naisip mo na parang kailangan makapag-compete ka sa market head-to-head? Paano mo naisip na, okay, this healthy lemon brand will stand out?
To be honest, as an entrepreneur at that time, I didn't see my brand being competitive. Hindi po ako nag-expect, and hindi ko rin po nakikita yung pagiging competitive ko on other brands because I was too busy focusing on how my product will stand out in my own. Parang hindi ko gusto tinitignan na I have to compete with other beverage same as mine. Kasi po nakafocus po ako doon sa quality and purpose of the brand. So kung halimbawa man po, let's say meron din magtayo, same concept, I don't mind them that much. Of course, meron po tayong iba't ibang market sectors. We have our own loyal customers who would want our drinks to appreciate kung ano yung values na nabibigay namin sa aming mga franchisees. Yan, we share same values po. So ibig sabihin, if we want to help our entrepreneurs, they would like to help their customers as well. Kasi my mission po and vision is to spread the benefits of drinking lemonade. So, if ever the things will be competitive, kasi kung lumalaki po yung company or yung business, it means you're well known in the market. It's a good problem po for me. Pero nandun pa rin po ako sa product development ko up until today. Kaya hindi ko po na-feel na kung meron po akong competition or what. Pero I was so happy because of this brand, this business, we contributed a lot to help Filipinos, lalo na po yung mga walang work. Yung mga naghahanap ng work, fresh graduate or undergrad, this is their stepping stone. So as long that I'm seeing those kind of people around me, I was so inspired to continue. And continue. Hanggang sa, di ko na po namalayan na ito na po pala, no? Nandito na rin po ako nag-share ng experience ko for that.
Wow, that's very insightful, Majo. Kasi for some thought leaders and CEOs that I interview here, very critical yun. But I admire you by sharing that story. Kasi maybe the marketeers and the marketing gurus can correct me, but there is yung tinatawag nila parity strategy. Yung parang parehas lang kayo ng ino-offer.
Yes.
Pero ikaw, basta nakafocus ka dun sa mapagbuti, mai-serve mo yung demand or yung need ng market mo, which is good. And also, as long as you are serving the needs of the market, but you don't stop naman with your product development, which is also good, di ba? Pero, para ka lumaki, may mga ginagawa ka rin kaiba kahit na kahit na me too yung product mo or yung parity strategy na pareho lang kayo, what is it that you are doing differently to make you still stand out? Is it the brand? Is it the logo? Or is it how you serve your market? Is it the delivery? Is it you? Or baka masyado malaki yung connections mo? What is it that makes you stand out in the market?
You're correct po. When it comes to parity or the market strategy, I also have my own strategy. Part po yun ng product development. I just don't see the others na I have to compare what I'm doing to them. I'm looking forward na maging inspiration ko sila. Kasi po dati po, aside from buy one, take one, like I mentioned, nag-grow kami sa various flavors. Before, we're catering couples dahil nga po buy one, take one. So, ang liit lang po ng circle ko. Pero lumalaki yung market namin. We have kids na hindi ko akalain magugustuhan nila yung lemonade kasi nga po maasim. So, I tried to produce a drink that kids can enjoy.
So maganda yon. Parang dati, dahil buy one, take one for couples. Ngayon, nadagdagan na. So yung halimbawa, mag-asawa, kasama nila yung anak.
For family na siya. Tapos meron din na nag 1 liter na kami. Kasi nakakita po ako ng, ay, may ganong kalaking drink. Na parang, pag nakita ko, pwede siyang ibenta sa mga talagang mahilig sa lemon. Nakarinig na rin po kasi ako na, wala ba kayong mas malaki pa kasi nakakabitin? Sabi ko, ay, sige, meron naman po, gagawan ko po ng paraan. Sige, I'm always on the yes attitude person. So, parang gusto ko, sige po, we will try our best to implement. Yon, sabi ko, sige, hanggang sa na-develop. My best marketing strategy will always be my customers. So, tinatanong ko sa kanila kung okay ba yung lasa. Always. Kasi nga po, fresh yung ginagamit namin lemon, nag-iiba-iba yung lasa po yan. It depends on the season. Kung saang country nakuha. So, may times na nauubusan kami sa sobrang dami ng nag-aangkat. Or kami mismo yung dami namin ng supplies na nauubusan. So, we have to look for another one. And then, quality control again. So, hindi lang siya basta parang tinimpla mo and then binenta mo.
Pero natatrack mo ba, Majo, na kunyari, ito, saan ba, example, give one country na pinanggagalingan ng lemon?
Most of them is from China, Thailand.
Halimbawa, natatrack mo ba kung yung lemon na to ay mas nabibili yung galing sa Thailand o yung galing sa China? Baka mamaya, ang hinahanap nila sa'yo, yung una nilang natikman, galing pala sa China yun. Ang hinahanap nila yung sa Thailand. May ganun ka bang tracking?
Yes po. Pag once na, dahil parang naging obsessed nga po ako with lemons, no? It drives me insane. Kapag nakita ko pala yung balat, yung size nung lemon, alam ko na po kagad kapag reject. Kapag alam kong hindi ito yung good quality na maglalast, kasi syempre ipapadeliver yan sa mga branches namin. So parang it should be lasting. Kasi nga po, fresh siya. Dapat pag nagawa siya, maganda rin po yung pinaka-outcome ng product. So doon pa lang sa amin, sa warehouse, talagang pinapacheck ko po lagi. May tamang sukat, may tamang bilang, and may tamang color.
Tamang sukat, tamang bilang, tamang color. Pero, Majo, di ba alam natin, kabilang ito sa perishable, di ba?
Yes po, perishables.
So, ngayon, dahil perishable siya, pati yung oras, pati yung packaging mo, kung saan mo ilalagay. So, paano yun? Kumbaga, parang, di ba, you have many branches. How do you manage that? Parang may mga pick-up points ba yun?
Yes po.
Anong strategy doon?
Pag Metro Manila po, sa amin po talaga kumukuha, sa Marikina. Pag Visayas and Mindanao, meron po kami mga partners dyan na nagbabagsak po talaga.
So, doon na ginagawa sa areas na yon.
Yes. Local vendors din po. One of the reasons why we're spreading fastly po kasi nakikipag-communicate po ako sa mga local market vendors doon sa area na yon. Sinasabi ko, dadami po kami dito, so okay lang po ba kayo ang mag-supply? And they were so happy. Kasi hindi lang pa isa-isa yung bumibili, bulto-bulto. So, yun yung parang rotation or cycle ng business namin.
So doon ka na nakakatulong sa mga local markets, local buyers and sellers ng lemons dun sa area.
Yes po.
Paano yung processing nun? Kasi siyempre, as a franchise business, di ba, parang kailangan repeatable, very exact, di ba? And then, sa level mo, di ba, may rejection yon. But how do you ensure that these quality standards are also met by the different franchisees? Tama?
Yes.
Kasi ikaw ang franchisor.
Yes po.
How do you make sure that they follow the high quality standards that you impose?
Meron po kaming quality control officer, may auditor kami, and meron din po kaming pinapadalang mystery shopper. So, we have connections on that para po ma-maintain yung quality. Hindi naman po may iwasan na sa isang business, lalo na kung leverage by service ko or staff and then busy yung may-ari, na meron talagang customer feedback na bad review. Ginagawa namin ng paraan how we can compromise, paano namin siya i-approach para sakaling hindi na kumalat yung ganong klase ng review.
How do you manage bad reviews? Kasi yung iba, maaring kalaban mo lang, di ba? Sinisiraan ka lang, di ba? May ganon. O ikaw, may mystery shopper ka, ganyan. Pero may mystery shopper din sila na sisiraan yung produkto mo. How do you manage bad reviews? And how do you make sure na meron ka talaga ng mga papatulan na review at meron naman yung hindi? Kasi you always say that you really look at the feedback of customers. How do you filter, di ba, these things, these reviews or feedback to see what you should really address in terms of product development?
Sa una po, hindi madali talaga. Pag nababasa may pinaka-review or even the concern of the customer, minsan you don't know if it's real because sometimes delivery factors yung bad reviews eh. So we don't really know. What we do is, of course, we still acknowledge. Hindi siya yung parang hindi mo papansinin. Just let it go. Kami po
That's
kasi,
very critical. You acknowledge that there is feedback. Okay.
We acknowledge kung ano man yon, and then, of course, we apologize for what had happened. And as a franchisor, minsan ako po yung nakaka-receive from our main page ng pinaka-reklamo, kahit hindi naman taga sa amin yung branch. So, for me, what I do is, of course, I acknowledge, and then we send complimentary drinks. As long there's enough proof, and then responsive yung nagbigay ng review. Kasi after that, what I know, based on my experience, that the customer is your main goal. Siya yung dapat talagang happy, satisfaction kahit nagkaroon ng bad review. At least, kung di na siya uulit, you have addressed the situation properly. Yun. So, I think I have encountered 3 beses po yata yun. Not because of the brand, but because maybe of the service crew, medyo matagal. Yan, kasi fresh lemonade po eh, di ba? So, yun po, ganon. And nagbibigay ako ng training time to time sa mga trainers namin and service crew, how to handle and build rapport sa mga customers. Yan.
Wow, that's very interesting. Matrabaho, pero mukhang masaya, 'di ba?
Yes.
Okay, next question. Empowering other entrepreneurs and fostering community seem important to you. Can you share an inspiring story of a franchisee or community-based initiative you've undertaken, like the Healthy Lemon Cares?
Healthy Lemon Cares po is our little charity program. I started it last year, and the story behind Healthy Lemon Cares is because of our franchisees. So at that time, lumalago na yung negosyo, nagpa-prosper. That's the time I want to spread out dun naman sa mga communities na hindi nakakatikim ng lemonade. So what I do, yung mga staff ko sa store, pinapabili ko sila ng relief, and then bibisita kami sa isang small communities, pakonti-konti. Tapos po, pinapainom namin sila ng infused lemon juice. Hindi lang siya basta water. So infused siya. So yung
When you say infused, anong meron doon?
may nakababad pong lemon.
Oh, I see. So
Kasi,
ibig sabihin, mas matagal nilang gagamitin yun. Tama ba? Magre-refill sila, ganyan?
Yes po. So they can drink, aside from just giving them relief or what, we have bonded with those kind of communities. So it felt relief, happiness to us. Ang tagline nga po namin is every sip counts. Kasi every time yung customers namin, baka hindi lang nila alam na every time na bumibili sila ng Healthy Lemon, they actually contributed a part of it for this charity. And then it continues. Once a month, we're doing it. It's an inspiration for me, inspiration for franchisees, kasi kahit busy sila, feeling nila they have contributed something for the economy, the community. So, ayun po.
So far, what's the feedback naman from the ones that you are helping?
We have given at least 100 toys to kids. Ang saya nila. And that kind of happiness is, I think, priceless. Kasi makakakita ka po talaga ng bata na hindi pa aware sa surrounding, like, sino to, saan to galing, but when you give the gift, yung namigay ka ng pagkain or drinks, tapos ang dami nila, nagkakatuwaan sila.
Pero what's your parameter in choosing a community or,
yes.
or a set of children?
Iba-iba po eh. Minsan po, mga street children, sometimes animals, and then sometimes you have program about mental health, stress, and depression. Iba-iba po
So iba-ibang markets din,
Yes
parang
po.
mga PWDs, mga
Yes.
ganyan.
Yan, we try to survey kung saan po yung kakayanin din ng oras and yung manpower. Yan po.
With the growing franchise network, how do you maintain the heart and soul of your brand while ensuring consistency and growth? It's good that even with your community-based initiative, parang you have that kind of singular mission. Not only that you're after good business, but you help with the community. Eh, siyempre, lumalaki na. Over 50 ngayon, but you know, maybe after open for business, it can double, di ba? So, paano mo ma-maintain yon? How do you ensure that there's going to be consistency and growth? Lalo na sa, siyempre sabi mo nga, nag-iiba din yan with the economy, with the inflation, di ba? With the many sources. What's your strategy to make it consistent?
Actually, it's very challenging role. I didn't know na magiging ganito po yung role ko kasi ang gusto ko lang din naman is magtinda ng lemonade. You know, I love selling, I love marketing, and then it went to this na parang I have to challenge myself na if I'm not gonna grow, hindi rin sila sasabay. The growth for the career path of the brand, kailangan ko po siyang palaguin. So, my mentality is always, I do what I love and I should love what I do. So, ganun siya everyday. Para siyang commitment sa isang relationship.
Wow.
You have to maintain it even though sometimes nakakapagod, depriving, stress. And then
parang baby mo rin siya, no?
Yes. Parang,
at saka daming hugot niyan, maraming makaka-relate. Okay, related to that, what exciting innovations or expansions do you envision for your healthy lemon in the future? Are there new flavors, partnerships, or new social impact initiatives? And I think you have some bags and things here. What are the innovations or expansion plans?
We're planning to expand in Mindanao kasi dumadami na rin po yung mga franchises.
Doon ba may plantation ng lemonade doon? Parang katulad sa Baguio or
imported po talaga. So yun nga po, mayroon na kaming 2 branch doon na nagtayo, and gusto pang dumami. Marami po talaga nag-i-inquire.
Ano ang target mo?
Sa
Sa number of franchise.
Ayun po yung gusto ko i-work out this year. Kasi po, more on travel to south of the Philippines talaga siya. Mindanao, medyo malayo, matrabaho rin po. And of course, andun po yung different cultures nila doon compared to Manila. So, pinag-aaralan din namin yun. Target ko po at least kada city ng mga malls meron. Kasi po, ang lakas po dun sa, nag-try kami ng 2 and ang lakas po ng customer impact.
Wow.
Yes, ang lakas ng customer
Are
impact.
these also in malls in Mindanao?
Yes, inside malls. So, it felt like there's a good market when it comes to lemonade. People know lemonade as lemonade nga po, sabi niyo po. But no one is marketing it how it's beneficial to your health.
And are you doing that?
Yes, I'm always doing that sa social media namin. I cannot afford big artists yet. But most of the time, what I love to review is the factors na meron kaming iba't ibang lemonade that you can enjoy. Hindi mo pagsasawaan, magugustuhan mo at the same time, it will benefit your health. So that's my marketing strategy for expansion.
O yun, sabi natin kanina, new flavors. Are there new flavors?
Yes, we have seasonal flavors. There's gonna be a seasonal flavor for couples, for parents. We're gonna have our...
Pero syempre, lemonade pa rin.
Yes.
O, baka mamaya, hindi na healthy lemon. Healthy apple na.
It's always related
pero
to lemon.
anong flavor nun? Tangy lemon or sweet and sour lemon or lesser lemon taste?
It's based on lemon and tea plants.
Oh.
Yung mga ginagamit natin for tea.
Sa mga nanay na sa tingin nila mahirap pagsabayin ang pagninegosyo at pag-aalaga ng mga anak, maaari mo bang ibahagi? Ito naman more on the personal side. Maaari mo bang ibahagi kung ano ang isang araw mo sa buhay? Paano mo napagsasabay ang gawain mo bilang ina, negosyante at iba pa? Because with Open for Business, we're not only, of course, promoting your business, but we also help small businesses have this work-life balance, di ba? Like, you know, that business is really demanding. Business is sometimes so frustrating, and then it affects our families as well. In your case, what's your work-life balance like?
Nung nag-start po ako, it's really challenging kasi hindi ko po siya ma-absorb agad-agad. But good thing I have my support system, and also pag meron po ako mga clients, I bring my baby.
Okay, kasama na sila.
I should say, sa mga mompreneur or sa mga kagaya kong gustong magnegosyo, aside from support system, your family should be really your motivation and inspiration for that. Sa kagaya ko kasi, yun yung naging hugot ko ba sa pagnenegosyo.
I think this is really something very inspirational because, you know, this is a lot of hard work from couples like you and also maybe the entire family. So ngayon, I think, you know, there's a lot more questions to ask, but I hope you can come back, especially when you have new variants, ano, to share. So ito na lang, ano ang mga tips mo sa mga younger market or younger audiences natin at sa mga gusto rin na pumasok sa mga ganitong klaseng business? Ano ang iyong tips para sila rin naman ay maging successful katulad mo?
Okay, so sa mga kagaya ko na let's say gustong mag-start ng even small business, of course, you need to have an inspiration and motivation and the passion to do that. Para po at least yung kung ano man po yung risk na gawin natin, whether it will be, sabihin natin hindi agad mag-success, it's always gonna be a win for you or a lesson for you. So, always look at the brighter side. Things were not always the same na parang stressful siya. Those kind of pain and challenges in life will turn out to something savory. So, yun, yung mapapayo ko sa mga young entrepreneurs. At balita ko po kasi talaga ngayon, even on social media, marami na po talagang inspired young entrepreneurs na kagaya ko na nagnenegosyo. So, sa mga kagaya ko rin po, hopefully, your small business will prosper as well. Yan po.
Wow! That's a great way to end this conversation. But before we say that, maybe you can show your merchandising items like this one. At saan kanila, like say, sa mga entrepreneurs na gusto ngayon na magkaroon ng kanilang franchise na Healthy Lemon, saan sila pupunta? What are your... It's going to be flashed on screen, but if you can also mention to your camera.
By the way, guys, this year we have launched our merch. So we have our rewards card that if you fulfill all the stamps, you're gonna get one of the merch of Healthy Lemon. And for those who's interested to franchise or do partnership with us, you can message us on our website, Facebook page, and Instagram page. Just search Healthy Lemon Franchise. And also, you can come and drop by to my office at Marikina Heights. You can also call our service assistant for more information.
Pagkipakita natin to.
Yes.
I choose Healthy Lemon.
Yes.
And with that, Open for Business, we'll be back. Stay with us.
Thank you.
most Filipino consumers, the first taste of Thailand came from either hotels, airline, or delectable food. But now, health and beauty products, fashion and lifestyle pieces are such a hit, and Filipinos just love a lot of things Thai. While the popularity of Thai consumer products are quite high, things like cars, trucks, and integrated circuits are some of Thailand's biggest exports to the Philippines, totaling $7.3 billion according to a 2021 data. And this trade relations has been established by the two countries since 1949 and shouldn't be a surprise why business is flourishing. So, in celebration of Thailand Week 2024, Open for Business brings you Thai goodness and enterprise opportunities as we explore this captivating culture from the land of smiles. Open for Business takes you in on a spectacle showcasing the very best Thailand has to offer.
We're coming from Thailand. I brought the travel innovation product from Thailand, and we have exported this product to several countries in Asia. We have brought this to Philippines. We're looking for the distributor. Target segment will be healthcare, meaning bedridden patients, post-operation patients, and also the lifestyle segments like camping, hiking, trekking, athletes, right, or travel. Plus, it can be used for the government crisis response as well, right?
How has Thailand Week helped you out?
DITP has been great help. Department of Export Promotion has been wonderful. So they've been helping Thai companies a lot to find a potential distributor. By having the venues like this, if we come alone, it would be extremely difficult, right? So by having their support, which has been known of supporting Thai exporter, I think it is wonderful, and I really want to show my appreciation to the ITP.
See the chicken skin, this is the snack. I think it's maybe popular in Philippines also. Actually, we just start to export our product to another country like Singapore, Hong Kong, Myanmar, and just distribute in Korea and Japan.
Can you tell us, is this open for distribution here in the Philippines?
Yes, actually, we also have the customer of the Filipino has contact with us directly to import the products, maybe like a tourist also, and some customer at here, they have distribute our product maybe in the online.
It's a sensory overload of delightful experiences, from the aroma of Thai dishes, dazzling display of colorful household and lifestyle pieces, and exquisite fashion items. It's a treasure trove indeed, and the opportunities for Pinoy entrepreneurs here at Thailand Week 2024 are endless. And with the continuing popularity of Thai products, we hope that more Filipinos will venture into profitable business. From the biggest trade show of Thai products here in the Philippines, this has been Tim Figueroa for Open for Business.
And with that, our business word of the week is unit economics. Unit economics is a specific business model's revenues and costs in relation to an individual unit. A unit refers to any basic quantifiable item that creates value for a business. On this episode, we've squeezed every drop of wisdom from the world of Healthy Lemon franchise. In business, take the zesty strategies behind scaling a brand from a stall to empire. Aspiring entrepreneurs, carefully pick the franchise model you stumble on and know that there will be tangy challenges you need to conquer with grit and ingenuity. And with that, our quote of the week is, the best way to predict the future is to create it.
Maraming salamat sa iyo, Majo. Maraming salamat sa Healthy Lemon. Maraming salamat sa isang oras na pagsama ninyo sa amin upang tunghayan ang isang makabuluhang usapan ukol sa negosyo dito lang sa Open for Business. Hanggang sa susunod na linggo, samahan nyo kaming muli dito sa Open for Business. Mapapanood nyo kami sa Facebook, sa YouTube, so like and subscribe on our social media page at Net25 TV. We will bring you more insights from industry experts, thought leaders, CEOs, and featured SMEs. Together, let us help encourage business development in the Philippines. Sharpen your business acumen, feel the pulse, and set the trend for as long as you are informed and open for business. Ito po si Cesar Vallejos. Marami pong salamat.